Dun, dun, dun. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? I know this is impromptu. Give people a few minutes to come in. Let's do some music. Ooh, yeah. What's happening? What's happening? The work? Oh man. Hey, Chat. Hey, Nita. Hey, Kandia. Work didn't happen today, y'all. Hey, Dave. Hey, Cher. How y'all doing? So work didn't happen today because I registered for my renewal for my vehicle registration and my tag. I haven't gotten it in the mail yet. So legally I can't fully drive right now because I don't have my tag yet. And you can't, I called this morning to see if I can just go by a kiosk or the DMV to try to get another one. He was like, well, if we already mailed one out to you, give that a couple days to come, and then we'll go ahead and if it's lost in the mail, we'll track it and then see what happened, and then you can get a new one. So I didn't want to take the chance on trying to drive, so I had to take the day off, but it's okay. How y'all doing? Come on in. We got a couple things to chat, so I decided to do a live stream, just doing it early. I appreciate you all tuning in and just giving some people some time to get in here. We got a few things to talk about. Y'all got Ciggey's dumb lawsuit again, unless he's amended it. I've gone over it before with the, that's how we came up with that inflammation joke in the whole live stream. I went over Ciggey lawsuit, Jedediah and Lavelle lawsuit in one live stream. So unless it's been amended, and I don't know, I have the same one, but we're gonna just do a recap of it because we all need a good laugh. It's stupid lawsuit is dumb. Hey Sherry, how do you do driving and listening? Okay, be careful and pay attention to the road, Sherry. It's all good here. Hey Dave, how you doing? Hey Mal, how you doing? Karen, hey, how you doing? You see your wrench? I told you I will set you up. Kathy feels cornmeal says, oh God, cornmeal. Kathy feels if you are cornmeal, you gonna catch it for me. I'm just gonna scorch the earth. I'm gonna forget everything I planned on talking about and just scorch the earth if you sit in my life. And we gonna laugh and have a good time, but I'm gonna mean every damn word I say. Hey, play. Here you have your wrench, of course. Thank you all for reaching out and volunteering to be a mod. That's fantastic. I appreciate it. Lady Luck, it depends on what phone I'm using. I'm also Miss A. Okay, cool. That's good to know. I'm Nita. Jim, how you doing? You need the rest. You know what? When I go to sleep, I'm gonna tell you something. When I go to sleep, I'm just gonna hibernate. It's gonna be like a 12-hour thing. So if I lay down right now to try to go to sleep, either I won't be able to go to sleep because I'm trying to go to sleep too early, or I'm just gonna be out and miss out on a whole lot. And I really want to get some content out. I got another video I need to put up today, so I'm just trying to knock it out, give you guys some great content, trying to get the channel growing. Want to get out this information to you all, and we got to keep pushing. All right, yeah, you're right. I do need some rest. Janice, how you doing? Good morning, Lady Luck. What's going on? Sexy Red, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? What's happening? Hey, Granny G, how you doing? Hey, Lady Luck Club, what's going on, y'all? What up, though? LLC in chat, how you doing, man? Butterfly girl, how you doing? Prima, hi everyone, how you doing? All right, y'all, we're gonna kick this off with pause that. All right, we're gonna kick this off. If you guys let me know if you can hear me and see me clearly, everything should be working well. So we're gonna kick this off with the post that I made earlier. Okay. Hey Ayo, how you doing? Good morning. That dog. Look at the doggy. Um, so I clicked on the link. It wouldn't allow me to read the whole thing, the whole article, because it's trying to make me pay for it. And I'm just not paying for it. So that's fantastic. You guys can see and hear me clearly. Awesome. Fantastic. Awesome. So basically, Big Pimpin has an essay allegation going back to like 2018 or something like that. And Tony Prewinkle, I never know if I saying the last name right. So I'm not going to try to butcher it. I'm just going to say Tony P. Tony P demanded his resignation. I don't know what happened with that. I don't know if he was ever forced to resign or if he was terminated or what. But he's still working now. So I think I don't understand how they operating here. But he's supposed to be the special assistant to the county commissioner president, and that's Tony P. And so far, I mean, from what I've seen in the information I pulled up, this man makes $58.88 an hour, and that's based on what was reported in 2023. So it could have gone up since then. And he works for a government. I'm sure they've gotten a raise or two. So he's almost making $59 an hour. That explains the pimp suits. That explains the head to toe pimp look. Because he has some good income coming in. And he, he just goes around and pushes out grants. But yet and still, like I said, when you guys go to your next Thornton Township meeting, make sure you ask about, the site inspectors and the compliance department, because they dropped the ball with this youth prevention with Ciggey. They dropped the ball hard. Hey Daphne, how you doing? What's going on? Road tripping 24/7 Dalton News Network. we gonna report on other things. I just want you all to make sure you check it out too. But yeah, we're gonna report on. I'm gonna put up the video today about Lord Judge Williams. It's going down. Because she's on the JQC investigation. I don't even know why she's still on the bench, but whatever. We're gonna go over that. I'm gonna do that as a regular video and premiere it, but we're gonna go over Ciggey flat suit for a laughable amount of money. Just laughable. Good morning. Hey Enrique, how you doing? Yeah, so this is, hey, what's going on? Hey, Karen, got everybody's up in here. I have fantastic mods. You guys make sure you give a shout out to the mods here. Thank you all for tuning in. We got 67 people watching. Make sure you hit the like button. And if you enjoy the content here, subscribe. We have fantastic content that I will be doing. Thank God I have, great support and contributors like you all that takes care of this internet and StreamYard and all this other stuff and the equipment. It wouldn't be possible without the supporters here in LLC. And I appreciate every single last one of you. Don't take it for granted at all. I am honored always for any support. Make sure you guys, hit the like button and subscribe and share the information, share the channel. So Al Kendall making almost $59 an hour, having this allegation that's out there in the cosmos. It's like, is it worth it? Sometimes you have to say, is it really worth it for him to still be the special assistant? I don't understand what's going on. It's like people just being accused, getting these allegations left and right, and seeing that he who will not be named in the Lady Luck Club has 2 allegations now against him. One of them is just like, I don't know what the courts are doing. Seems like they're kind of pushing Fania Duke's stuff to the side. They're delaying it for no reason. It's ridiculous. He is stalling, and it's like the courts keep giving them opportunity to just stall. There's no reason why her last hearing should have been rescheduled or postponed or continued for any reason. None. He wants to keep switching around attorneys and stuff. They do that as a stall tactic. And it's like these judges need to stop this nonsense. It's like you're the judicial branch of government. Don't perpetuate the nonsense and the buffoonery. Just follow the court rules. And you get once or twice, but that's it. We're not doing any more continuances. We're gonna move forward with this case. Don't let it just sit on the docket. And hopefully Fannia Dukes, go out and request for a speedy trial, because this is being stalled intentionally and deliberately. He already had an attorney. He didn't need to add on Solomon. Solomon is incompetent anyway. He's not done half this stuff. And who's paying his bill? It's a $1 million question today. Who the hell is paying Solomon to represent he who will not be named in the Lady Luck Club for that case? Who paying him? Stuff like that. He knows he's not going to get paid directly out of his pocket, and you're not going to get any more tax dollars, because Super Stupid is 1 foot in the FBI's custody and 1 foot in prison. So it's just crazy. It's like now we have this whole other dude coming around everybody that has this history of this allegation here and for SA, and it's like, wow, is there no one else you can find, Tony P, that can do that job? Seriously, I'll do it. It'll be remote, but I'll do it. Hire me for $60 an hour. Hell, I would love to make that type of money. I'll go on Zoom all day and talk about grants. Yeah, grants. I'll go down to grants. Apply for grants. Grants. Like, the type of money he's getting paid. I mean, you can get someone else to do that. It makes no sense. You don't even have to be doesn't even seem like he have to have a degree to do that. He damn sure doesn't read. He doesn't keep up with what's going on to make, to give meaningful conversation. So it just getting the brainless of the brainless. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all, please hit the like button. I love you, cunt. Oh, thank you so much. Listen, I try my best. I try to make you all proud. Definitely love your content. I appreciate that. And there's some great content creators out there as well. But yes, we handle business here in the Lady Luck Club. I can pat myself on the shoulder. You gotta encourage yourself, But I appreciate you all. I really do. I appreciate you all. I'll send you another link that you can read the whole article. It was halfway down the page. Okay. Yeah, I'll pull it up and make sure I check it out, because I wanted to make sure I go over Ciggey's lawsuit, but I was literally just looking up articles for like 20 minutes. And then I came across his salary information, and I saw he was making $58.88 per hour as of 2023. We're in 2025. So you have to assume that's gone up. I was like, what the hell? He making stupid money. Good grief. To talk about grants and nothing else. It is. He's like 60%. His salary is 60% higher than the average for people that, like his colleagues, people that kind of do a similar job of what he does. I guess go out and promote grants. I don't know. I don't even know what he does. I didn't see a full job description. So he's the special assistant. So that could mean anything. Who knows what that comes down to? I don't know. But I mean, he makes a considerable amount of money, and it's above average. It's like 60% above average. It's crazy. It's alizations. Oh man. All right, y'all hit that like button. It sounds like Farid. Good afternoon. Hey, Ernestine. How you doing? All right, so let's get to it, you all. We're gonna just skim over this because, oh Lord, we've already talked about Ciggey's inflammation, his wow bow. And we've already covered this in a live stream, but that live stream was basically there we go. That live stream, and make sure you guys can see that. I'm gonna make myself small so y'all can see more of that. All right. But that live stream, I wasn't able to show the document, and here I can. Yay! So that's kind of where we are. Zoom in. All right. So you guys can see here that live stream was funny as hell, though. If I say so myself, it was funny. What's going on? Nah, I can't even see the full page. Can y'all see the top? Okay, I can't see the top. All right, cool. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. We have Ciggey's dumbass lawsuit. Here it is in black and white. I hope the trustees do their research on this guy. I'm in New Zealand and only took a few minutes to find that info. Exactly. Just like when me coming across his pay information and his job description and all of that, we got to be careful when you guys have been subjected to this type of corruption. And I mean, even here in Georgia, we got 4 mayors that's sitting here showing their ass that need to be sat down somewhere. So you have to be careful moving forward who you put in these positions. They say nice things that sounds good, but yet and still they got a serpent's tongue. So you you think you're getting some good information when they just telling you a bunch of BS. That's the problem. So but yeah, hopefully they do some background on this guy. I never trusted him from day one. And considering the fact that I couldn't even find financial disclosures on these grants and stuff, I was like, okay, yeah, he full of crap. He full of crap. But on to Ciggey's nonsense, his wow bow. I hope y'all can see this. God, hold on. It looks small to me. I don't know why. Hold on, let me stop sharing for a second. Because I don't understand why I can't. Okay. I want to be able to for y'all to actually see it. All right. Y'all let me know if that's better. Gotta look for the slick talking, sharp dressed people. Oh yeah. You gotta watch out for them. Because they'll show a lot like hell. Didn't he have a Detroit phone number? Yeah, it's 313 something. Like he advertises it every meeting. So it's not like and I put it in the video. You can see the text message information. I have the phone number at the top in the video where I show you all the communication and stuff. So you all can see the questions I'm asking them. Very direct questions about budget reports and financial disclosures, and still got nothing. So it's just, but whatever the 313 number is, if it's in Detroit, then that's it. That's his number, and he gives it out. He gives it out. So check Michigan. Yeah, okay. Hey, Susanna, how are you? A little late coming in. Hello, everyone. A big hello to LLC, all the way from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Hey, from Philly. Much love to Philly. You haven't missed much. We were just talking about Big Pimpin in the post that I put up. But you guys can see, hopefully you can see this. Ciggey, Kamal Woods. Case number 2025, L is in love, 002311, filed in Circuit Court, Cook County Circuit Court. He filed a lawsuit because reasons and listed everybody and their mama. He got Thornton Township, Stephanie Wiedemann, Christopher Gonzalez, Carmen Carlisle, Kiana Belcher, Jason House, Tammy Brown, Brittany Norwood, Allison Key, Nikita Cloud, Jedediah Brown, and Lavelle Redmond Yummy. And all of these people in for what? For $10 million that he will not get. All because he chose to engage in a physical altercation. You hopped your black ass in a melee with your kneecaps built in your pants, knowing that your hemorrhoid was about to pop. Because of reasons. And now you suing everybody and their mama. Ridiculous. Why is he naming Kiana Belcher? You got Dalton trustees in this. This is a joke. This is why the judge is not going to take this seriously. They're going to be like, okay, the defendants you have listed, why do you have these people listed? What is Kiana Belcher, Jason House, Tammy Brown, Brittany Norwood, Allison Key? What do the people over there in Dalton have to do with this? So that's going to be the first thing. What the hell was that noise? Y'all, there's some weird noise going on. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that was a really weird noise. It's like a bang. Okay. So it's like, why you got all these people listed in here? So they're not going to take it seriously because they're going to have to try to get him to understand the scope of, okay, the defendants, the co-defendants you listed here, you got to be able to justify how they play a role in this. If this is all about you being wrongfully terminated in that melee, they weren't even there. They're in Dalton. So why are they being named? They had nothing to do with you being terminated. Oh, good God. So as you all can see, come now, Ciggey decided to go and get a counsel and they filed this nonsense. And here are all the defendants that are mentioned. You guys can see I'm not going to read the whole thing, but you guys can just kind of look at it. Hopefully you all can see this. Oh my God. All these people that he listed here, as shown below, the township defendants conspired with each other. See, they're not all township defendants. Some of them are in Dalton. So why are they being listed? Conspired with each other. The Dalton defendants, Cloud Brown, to create conditions to justify their illegal retaliation. The Dalton defendants didn't have nothing to do with it. The Dalton trustees had nothing to do with that. So I don't know. Has Jedediah put out the amended complaint? Because I would love to see the one he has. He was served this complaint. Was it yesterday or day before yesterday? I think it was the same day as the Thornton Township meeting. He was served. And I went over this back in February. I went over this in February. So I went over this as soon as it dropped. And he just got served it. But it's like, he didn't take the time to read or amend it, because you got Dalton trustees listed in here and you're talking about conspiracy. They ain't got nothing to do with your opinion. Let's see here. DCC call 4%. Hey, Sky, how are you? Loretta Wells, how you doing? Y'all just having a good old time here. Tiffany said, thank you for the lawsuit. Hey, Spag, how you doing? Tiffany, super stupid, can go to hell. Thank you for the lawsuit. Yeah, thank you for showing the courts how incompetent you and Ciggey are. This is ridiculous. Y'all know this is nothing more than a distraction as well, because they know the FBI is after them. This lawsuit is nothing more than a distraction. You can still go to prison with your lawsuit. You just have to go to court from prison. They ain't gonna stop the FBI from doing what they're gonna do. Oh, you suing someone? Oh, okay, we'll wait. No, they won't. They still lock your ass up. That's like, well, you have to prepare from prison. You and your attorney's gonna have to go to prison and meet up with you and talk to you about your stupid ass lawsuit. It's not gonna get anywhere. And then if they trying to use it as a distraction to try to prolong the inevitable. That's what it comes down to too. I think hopefully people see that. And I hope Jedediah's attorneys are prepared to say that in court, because that's all this is. It's just a distraction to prolong the inevitable. The FBI is coming. He put their name on the lawsuit because super stupid. Just the fact that he I don't know who's dumber in that whole thing, him or her. But neither one of them read or know numbers or do math. And they're sitting here trying to ask for unforeseen amount of money that he will never see in his lifetime. And he can't justify that type of money, as far as the damages he's claiming that has been caused on him, to justify this type of judgment he's asking from a court of law. $10 million is just stupid. It's stupid. Exactly. I appreciate your hard work. Thank you, Peyton. How you doing? Thank you so much. Hey, Daryl. Yeah, we got some new people in here. They were not at the meeting either. Exactly. They weren't even there. So, you're talking about them being added as a conspiracy. Judge is gonna be like, no, they can file a motion to be removed, and more than likely it'll be granted for them to be removed from the lawsuit. It'll be granted because they had nothing to do with that. You Dalton trustees, and you're talking about a conspiracy. I can't believe an attorney wrote that. Like that's your justification for adding in people who had nothing to do with that mailing. Seriously. Dave Bryson, how you doing? I wonder who is going to pay New Point's lawyer bill. Exactly. Who's paying the attorney's fees? He's out of a job. She is too. And after a while, they won't have access to it. That's probably why he decided to try to serve that stupid ass slap suit. Because he knows by what? May something? She done for real. They need to cut her credit cards, restrict all her access to anything financial. At this point, there's no reason for her to have any access to any money for any reason, or to go out and buy anything or do anything expecting Thornton or Dalton to pay for it. Not at this point. I have to cut them damn cards off. Let her sit out there and feel that brokenness is about to come her way. About to be broke as hell. Road tripping. Well, Kamal used fighting words against Jed. You know what he called him? Yeah. Ciggey said the same thing, and yet he's sitting here talking about I had to defend my girlfriend because he called her that. He didn't call her B. He said you gone, bitch. He used the whole. You gotta say the whole phrase, and that's how it's going to be presented in court. It's not going to be seen as a single word alone. It's going to be seen as he said that as a part of a statement. As a part of an freedom, free speech and expression. As a part of a full statement. You have to take the whole thing into consideration, not just that one word. I guess he still didn't. He did not go out and just go fighting someone. She didn't jump up when Jed said, "You gone, bitch." She didn't go jump on him and start fighting him. So fighting words imply that you're saying words that led to some physical altercation. And based on the case and the scenario and all of the factors surrounding it, was there a fight immediately after him saying that? If he was able to just go sit down, she didn't move, and had Ciggey said nothing, nobody would have gotten in a fight. And it's not the first time that this word, the B word, has been exchanged between Ciggey and Jedediah. Not the first time. It never led to a fight any other time either. So the historical context of that is going to be also useful in court. And you say, hey, we've said this to each other 10,000 times. We never got in a fight. Now this one time we do. Something wrong. They know what they were doing. They were doing that to just distract from the fact that he knew he was going to lose his job. She tried to push around the comments because of that. She knew what was going down the line. So, no. And the FBI is still coming for both of them. Hey, okay, Cheryl, driving, listening to on my way to No Cross. Okay, be careful now. All right, cool. Let's get back to it. So he's saying that the defendants, it conspired with each other to create the conditions to justify their illegal retaliatory employment discharge of Woods as a township employee, even though you've named Dalton trustees, whom the township defendants targeted for dismissal because of political retaliation against his significant other. Nobody retaliated. She lost a caucus. That's it. This is why the judge is going to laugh at this. They don't operate on conspiracy theories. At least they shouldn't. So this is why the judge is going to laugh at it. Super stupid. The conditions the township defendants created resulted in acts of physical violence being perpetrated against Woods, which was strictly politically motivated. Nobody gets to a fight because of politics like that, unless you're in a diehard cult. Yeah, because we all know one exists in the United States. But who cares about super stupid? She's a simple supervisor somewhere. And the worst mayor in America. Who the hell is trying to fight over her? No one. No one wants her. No one wants to fight over her. The end. Any other time, Ciggey and Jedediah, especially during the protests. That video could be used to lay the foundation to show here's something that we've said to each other several times in the past. Oh, what you gonna do about it? Who raised this hoe? Blah blah blah. Never had a physical fight. It did not lead to a physical altercation. What makes this time different? This what's so insane and asinine about this stupid slap suit? It's a ridiculous lawsuit. Everybody's conspiring. It was a political motivation. No one wants to fight over her dumb ass. Ain't nobody trying to fight over her because nobody want to go to jail for her. Ciggey is gonna have to learn that lesson the hard way. Do you really want to go to prison for her? At some point he's going to tell on her. So this whole lawsuit will still be futile. He's gonna tell us stupid his damn self because he doesn't want to go to prison over her. Now he's gonna act like he care about his kids and shit. No, you don't. Oh my God. All right, jurisdiction and venue. Happened in Cook County, so it falls under the jurisdiction of Cook County Court. Since this is a civil action, it's going to circuit court. I believe Jedediah and LaBelle's lawsuits are federal lawsuits, so theirs will be in the Eastern Division or Northern Division of Illinois. So that though their cases are going to federal court, but this is in the circuit court of Cook County. All right, factual background. Most of this, as I've said before in my previous video, it's not factual. If facts have to be something that you can corroborate with evidence or based upon the law, or you're just citing exactly what happened that is indisputable. So they in or about November 22, he was hired to be a director of at-risk youth program, to which he used $500,000 that he cannot attest to or justify the expenses for, that the FBI had to subpoena the Illinois DCEO to get records on, that he listed a car wash for on the application. All that's going to come up in court. He's not that smart. I can just tell. He has no idea what he's in, what he's gotten himself into. All of that's going to come up in court. So you put it in here, it's going to get challenged. The defense is going to challenge every single piece of this. And they're going to hammer it in. Was it a significant other of Dum Dum? All right, she was appointed as supervisor of the township in March 2022. Prior to becoming supervisor of the township in May 21, Supervisor Hinyard Dum Dum was elected as mayor of the village of Dalton as well over the past several years, and for strictly political reasons. Super Stupid has been accused of various acts of corruption, that's some of which have already been listed in other court documents. So there are other cases to validate the actual accusation of corruption, along with Lori Lightfoot's report and her being under FBI investigation. Because, in this reality, everybody ain't lying. it's her warped reality and her goons where they feel like we're just gonna pretend like it never happened. We're just gonna pray for her and just look the other way. Now, the FBI said, just sit tight. we coming. Sit tight. You're in the FBI investigation. So yeah, good luck to trying to circumvent them. You went to a bank and had the village clerk removed, and you unlawfully used her signature stamp. You broke whole laws doing just that. So there are plenty of court documents, court filings that will substantiate the allegations that a court of law has already deemed her to be guilty of, just like her being charged with direct criminal contempt of court. Are you kidding me? She defied the court in the presence of the judge in the courtroom. That justifies that charge. The end. Oh, God. See, they have no idea what they're in for. None. She's also been target of various verbal attacks because she doesn't like mean words. Nevertheless, these politically motivated verbal attacks, accusations have received extensive coverage, as well as it should, in the news media as well as social media, because we're not going anywhere. So kick rocks. Woods has been collateral damage because he chose to be with this woman from these politically motivated verbal attacks and unsubstantiated accusations that have been substantiated in court documents against his significant other while he's still married, which has caused him to be caught in the whirlwind of a political. Why you got this run-on sentence? Who's the attorney? You could have broken this up. This is one long run-on sentence. Starting with over the past several years, down here to political target. That's one big long run. Okay, nevertheless, I'm sorry. Plaintiff Woods. Just run-on sentences. Oh my good Lord. Which have caused it to be called a whirlwind of something he chose to be in because he chose to be with Super Stupid. Then many of the attacks, they are substantiated. That's not a fact. That is not a fact. Obviously, that attorney did not read the other case documents that are in court. That's not a fact. Political targeting, none of these are facts. They're opinions and allegations, but they're not facts. This is why I said most of this is not a fact. On information belief, the township defendants, Dalton defendants, and defendant Cloud? Nikita Cloud? What does she have to do with this? What does Nikita Cloud have to do with this? Hold on. Was she at the meeting? Hey Laura, how you doing? See, Cheryl, how you doing? Late again. It's all right. It's all good. What does Nikita Cloud have to do with any of this? Kamal worth $7 million. He may get the $10 million. Is he worth $7 million? Because he's got some judgments to pay out. He got a divorce pending, child support's coming. So if he worth $7 million, good. Many judges will be happy to hear that. The FBI will be too. Then they can be like, oh, okay, so we can just freeze all those assets and take all that damn money. Because, he avoided a lot of property tax. He shouldn't have a problem paying property taxes on that car wash property. None. I mean, half of that money probably wasn't even earned, legitimately. So, I mean, whatever he think he got. Yeah, no, he gonna have to give it back. That $500,000 grant, since he can't substantiate how that money was spent, and he was the director of that, and he got a 6-figure salary from it. They might take that money back. Yeah, you're gonna have to pay some restitution. That whole salary you got, yeah, we want that back, pimp. We want that $100,000 of that, plus fines and fees. And the IRS is certainly coming for his ass. So by the time he gets through having the FBI sees whatever they're gonna get, that the grant hopefully will take that money back that he used, that salary, they recover that, and the IRS, he'll be broke as hell. He'll be broke with the rest of us. 170 people in. Y'all, please, is that a wrench? Yes, Laura, it is. It is an honor for you all to want to be a mod here, and I appreciate you all greatly. Yes, it is. Hit the like button, you guys. Let's get them likes up. Yeah, this is something else. Okay, somebody tell me what does Nikita Cloud have to do with this again? Candida, she wasn't there. 100% better. That's good. I want my supporters here to be good. I want y'all to be good. How are you? I'm fine. I ain't fine. She's just another one against Super Stupid. Hi, Landon A. Hey, Bumble. How you doing? How did Nikita Cloud? I mean, he named her in this lawsuit. Like, really? Yeah, they filed motions to be removed from this lawsuit because they had nothing to do with anything. Not the melee, not his termination, nothing. And they would actually be able to prove it. So I hope they plan on filing motions to be withdrawn from this stupid ass lawsuit because they didn't do anything. They weren't even there for the melee. And just because they're being accused of some conspiracy that doesn't exist, that they cannot substantiate with evidence, doesn't mean that they should be named as defendants in a lawsuit. I would countersue just for giving me a damn headache. Just because you have forced me to have to read this stupid ass document. I'm suing your ass right back for 20 mil. Since you want to sit here and give outrageous numbers, I can do the same thing. Anything you can do, I can do better. Defendant Cloud has nothing to do with this. Oh, Lord have mercy. They conspire with each other to hire Jedediah to stalk and harass Dum Dum and Ciggey for several months, like he really cared about stalking them, including showing up unannounced at Super Stupid Mother's house. I thought that was her aunt's house. It was the mother of the aunt. That's a protest. You don't have to stalk. Her address is listed down because she chose to be a supervisor and a mayor. So her address is listed down on public documents. This is what happens when you want to sit here and have power. There's some responsibility that comes behind that. You wuss. So if you want to be a coward about the responsibility, then don't ask for the power. Good Lord have mercy. It's called a protest. So, okay, so they found out where she would be physically located so they can protest. Then she wasn't even there when it started. Like she literally was not even there when he went there with other protesters and knocked on the door and asked a question. She wasn't even there physically in person. So she can only go by the video evidence and word of mouth about what happened. And more than likely, that word of mouth is not going to really mean anything in the court of law. I'm sure they're going to try to get that person to testify, whether it be her mother or her aunt, whoever the homeowner was that opened the door. I'm sure they're going to want her to testify, but I mean, that's not stalking with him going and asking questions as an independent journalist and then having a protest. That's not stalking. That's not how the court defines that either. It has to be a repeated pattern behavior with the intent to harass. You taking it that way, yeah, you have to explain how, but it doesn't mean that that's exactly what that's defined to be. Like, this is a protest. How many times have you protested outside that house? Once that I know of. And correct me if I'm wrong. How many times was there a protest outside that house? So far, I know one time. This is something else. Hey, Yanetta, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, Madel, how you doing? So happy to see you all. Hey, Melly, how you doing? More useless lawyer, yeah. And who's paying this attorney again? Because he got $7 million now. He can pay his own ass dumb attorney. Pay for his own damn attorney. Hopefully they look at the warrant list because, Robert Hunt can't do a budget report to save his life. And make sure they go over it before they go and approve the bills. Don't approve everything. Read it. And make sure you go through. What the hell is this? Who's this attorney? Who is this attorney? I'm going to hold on. I gotta go down to the end. His attorney is Minotti Jenkins. So anything that come up with Minotti Jenkins on it, don't pay that. Or that law firm. Law offices of Minotti L. Jenkins Ltd. Don't pay that bill. He gonna have to pay that bill. He want to sit here and file this frivolous ass lawsuit. He gonna have to pay the bill. All right. So they're alleging that they were stalked, harassed. Somehow Dalton trustees and Nikita Cloud had something to do with it, which they didn't. And oh God, he served as a protector, because Superman, who wears pink slides? This old ass Superman wearing pink slides decided to be somebody's protector today, because I'm Captain Planet. Show your ass on somewhere and sit down. Hell. Why are you lying on grant applications? They concocted a plan to remove him as township employee. He got in a fight. He got fired. The end. Accordingly, effective January 29 to 25, the defendants voted to suspend Woods from his position because he got in a fight at the at-risk youth program, purportedly while they conducted an investigation of the plaintiff's employment activities, because the FBI wants to know as well. He's under FBI investigation. He's named all throughout FBI subpoenas. They don't even know what the hell he does. They want his job description, why he was hired, what happened with all that money from that grant. The FBI has had to serve a state government entity to get documents to understand what happened with this grant, this $500,000 grant that's stamped from federal money, federal funding being mishandled and spent out with no receipts or invoices or anything. Even the trustees didn't know what he did. They were like, maybe he give out scholarships. Wouldn't he teach the kids how to wash cars? I heard him displaying car waxes. He was trying to tell them the difference on how many layers of car waxes put on a car. They didn't even know that. They didn't even verify to see if the address made sense on the grant application. And the FBI is catching everything. This isn't a conspiracy. It is what it is. He's a crook and a con artist. He has a judgment against him from AAA contractors because he never paid them to build the car wash in the first place. Lied about being a co-owner and then turned around and said he was co-owner and split the profits with the other guy. I went over the court documents. You can't make this stuff up. There are whole court documents where he was sued because he duped the contractors out of building the car wash. So a judgment was issued against him and the other guy for $176,500 plus $250,000 in damages. So I'm glad he's got $7 million. Now he can pay that judgment and shut the hell up. He can't go in and say, I ain't got no money. Now you got $7 million. You run around here doing photos and videos talking about who ain't got no money. Oh, okay. Take all that to court. Take all that to court. The defendant's going to take every video, every picture, all your self-made photo shoots you've done, every single outfit you wore looking like you 15 years old. Yeah, all that stuff is going to court, and it will be used against you in a court of law. But he asking for $10 million. Oh, okay. But you want the township, the tax dollars to go towards your attorney's fees? No, you pay for that shit. I hope you got enough money to pay off that car. Because tax dollars went to that as well. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. The attorney just didn't even read anything. They just typed this dumb shit up. The information believed the defendants decided to accelerate termination of plaintiff to facilitate their ultimate objective. Oh no, it is such a lonely, dark secret. Oh no. The objective of him being fired because he got in a fight. God. Acting through township trustees. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is so convoluted. Entered an agreement with defendant Jedediah Brown for to latter. Y'all see this? I'm going to need the attorney to go back to 3rd grade English. Do spell check before you send off these complaints to a court of law. Because the judge is going to be irritated trying to read this broken English. Entered an agreement with defendant Jedediah Brown for to latter. To as a. I can't make this up. One more time. I'm going to try it again. Entered an agreement with defendant Jedediah Brown for to latter. To as a provocateur. What the heck are you trying to say? Garbage lawsuit. Why am I torturing myself again or you all? Are you enjoying this? Because I can stop. All this because Jedediah said, you gone, bitch. They're already tapped into some alternate reality. Y'all, oh God. Now they sit here talking about a conspiracy. I had to breathe and take a sip. Jamal Leotis, Henry. No, you can't. You can't be a mod until your attorney redo this whole complaint and do spell check and send this over to an ELA teacher to make sure it's grammatically correct. How did that attorney pass the bar? I will never understand. What the hell? Y'all, this is some nonsense. This is some nasty work. Some nasty stuff. Provocateur. Yeah, Ciggey, you would try to get a word in like that. Yeah, you would. Are you kidding me? During a Thornton Township meeting on the evening of January 29, 25, during the meeting, Jedediah Brown, speaking on a mic in the presence of many township residents and on a national television, loudly used inflammatory and abusive language towards Super Stupid that had nothing to do with her responsibilities as township supervisor, but which was intended solely to inflame. Now see why I keep saying not all of a sudden his dumbass inflammation is something we all got to pay the price for. Now I'm having to read about this nonsense because he's inflamed. But you rode a bike. You got your ass on a hard ass bike. Took pictures because reasons. You want to talk about somebody inflamed you? Y'all can't make this up. Y'all see this? His information. Oh Lord, that hemorrhoid was just bothering him. It was itching and he couldn't scratch it. And he got mad. Oh goodness. Oh man. It was funny the first time I read it, and it's even funnier now. Because he know he's still going to prison. Oh God. This is what you're gonna have to go to prison, explain it to your cellmates. You know, he inflamed me. The fuck you say? Oh, Jesus Christ, you can't make this up. You can't make this shit up. He inflamed me. He called my girl a B. Bitch, shut the fuck up. He's gonna catch it in prison. Wearing them pink slides. They gonna be like, hey man, did you find a whole slideshow with you dressing up and stuff? You changing clothes 3 times a day? What you doing, man? Why you wearing pink slides with capri pants? What's going on? You got kneecaps, knee pads in your pants? Is that what I'm saying? Like, you gonna get clowned. You gonna get clowned just for your attire. You go in there and this is the lawsuit you going on. And you got to explain this to these hardcore prison buddies of yours. Man, it's gonna be something else. Yeah, he got inflamed. Okay. God. Oh God. The defendant Jedediah Brown engaged in a litany of scurrilous and inflammatory personal attacks. How many times can you use the word inflamed, inflammatory, inflammation? How many times are you going to use that word? Isn't defamatory the word you're really looking for? Defamatory, not inflammatory. For goodness sake. Now just keep on with the information. All right. The Preparation H is here for it all day. Good grief. Personal attacks against Super Stupid including her status as a mother, her status as being non-married because she's not married. She's a mother. She's not a businesswoman. That's a whole ass lie from the pit of hell. she failed. She tried to go on Shark Tank. They was like, girl, what is that nonsense you injected in that burger that looks already cooked? She didn't cook nothing. It was like prepped and prepared. She just kind of presented it, put it together. You know, I cooked this and then. How do we know that's real meat? It might be a ball of dirt. They can cut that thing open and be like, oh, a Snickers bar. What the hell is this? Get the hell out of here. Oh my God. Come on, man. Jedediah Brown concluded by loudly referring to supervisor as the super stupid as bitch. That's not what he said. And that if you can't even say exactly what was said, oh Lord. I mean, it's a disservice to the jury, one, and two, there are video evidence and witnesses that can say, no, he said, you gone, bitch. And that was it. Mic drop. That's it. You have to say the full phrase. You picking out words is not how that works, because the full expression could literally make the difference between one party saying he's inflamed and the other one saying freedom of speech. I didn't call her directly a B. I said, you gone, bitch. Yep. But he calls me a bitch all the time and we never had a fight. Funny how that happens. God, somebody. As videotape footage of Jedediah Brown's speech clearly shows, it clearly shows him saying, you gone, bitch. His language was strictly intended to incite Mr. Woods, but he wasn't talking to him. Ciggey, he was not talking to you. He was talking to Super Super. You had nothing to do with that. You were insignificant. He was not talking to you. And the other times he called you a bitch to your face, y'all didn't have a fight. No fight. No physical altercation. Y'all just had some sharing of words, but no fight. So mighty funny how now all of a sudden you want to throw some swing some hands. Jazz hands. Swinging jazz hands. That tambourine. Now you want to swing that all over the place. Not even a fist. Just jazz hands going all over the place. And for what? Over a female you're about to tell on anyway? To the FBI? That's not your real wife. God, you can't make this up. Good grief. Oh, man. Jedediah knew he was sitting behind the podium. Let's see. Various angles of the video footage revealed that Jedediah Brown turned around after walking away from the podium following his remarks and aggressively walked back towards Ciggey, who he only walked towards him because Ciggey got up and stood there like the walking cigarette that he is, while he's smoking in a blaze of glory, talking about, you a bitch. You a bitch. Like, out of here. What are you talking to? Is that for me? You know, I would have taken that moment to do a whole stand-up comedy. I would not have taken him seriously. I would have just publicly humiliated him on national television because the news crews were there. Like, we have the freedom of the press. So the fact that they keep attacking freedom of speech in the press is baffling to me. And the judge is not going to allow that. They're going to be like, listen, you can sit here and fuss about that all day, but they have the right to report on information. It's freedom of the press. Kick rocks. You don't like our constitutional rights? Take your walking cigarette black ass out of the United States and go somewhere else. I'm sure China will have fun with you. Get the hell out of here. But no, you can't sit here and infringe upon our rights either. So he went to his seat, as many video footage angles will show. Jedediah was going to sit down. And then you got up, Ciggey, with your knee pads unzipped and said, you a bitch. And then you stood on, you called her a bitch. Yeah, but he's called you that several times and you did nothing. And then all of a sudden now you want to put your hands on Lavelle, and then he's like, what the? And then that's it. Then the melee started. But had you sat down and said nothing, or if you just would have ran your mouth but didn't get up, you became confrontational. You were the initial aggressor. You made the first physical contact. I have the video. I slowed it down so much to the point where you can see the moment he instantly touches Lavelle's shoulder, the left one, and grabbed his shirt. Man didn't have any other choice. So he made the initial contact. And hopefully that video footage will be slowed down and you can see that initial contact being made by Ciggey, because that's exactly what it shows. That's it. You put your hands on someone, that's battery. That's the actual physical interaction. Battery. There it is. So let's see. So Jedediah walked toward Ciggey. Brown initiated the altercation, which is a lie. The video footage will show that Ciggey touched Lavelle. And then Lavelle defended himself. Redman can also be seen hitting Woods with his fist. Never mind the fact that they just, act like video doesn't exist of Ciggey touching Lavelle for no reason. And he made the first touch. During the altercation, plaintiff Woods can be seen only attempting to protect himself. Who attempting is a long stretch. that's a stretch. It's a stretch. All right. I'm just gonna get through this. On or about February 6, 25, the defendants voted to terminate him because he got in a fight in the workplace. Allegedly, he engaged in workplace violence. It's not alleged. Why are you saying in the background facts that it's alleged that he engaged in workplace violence when that is literally what happened and can be proven with video evidence? This is how dumb the attorney is. Why would you not just say he was terminated for engaging in workplace violence, but allegedly in self-defense? Like, there's another way to say that where you're still quoting a fact and you're not just, it's not alleged that he engaged in actual workplace violence. That is a fact. That's the fact. Now, it can be alleged as to whether he was acting in self-defense, because he wasn't, but whatever. But that's the alleged part. No, it's a fact that he got in a fight. Defendants created the entire situation by conspiring with each other. Courts don't operate on conspiracies. They don't care. So, Dalton defendants Cloud Brown to have Jedediah act as a provocateur. There's that word again. It's like copy and paste. We've seen this whole sentence before. Yeah, as a prop. Oh God, I can't. That broken English. So he's acting as a provocateur again. Either it's inflammation, inflamed, or provocateur. Oh God. During the meeting by verbally attacking and abusing Super Stupid so Woods would react. No, Woods could have just sat his old ass down and just, smoked a cigarette or something. I mean, he didn't have to move at all. Instead, Ciggey can be seen on video only defending himself. That's alleged from attacks by Brown and Redmond. Jedediah got kicked in the head, y'all. I mean, seriously. He got hit in the head with a microphone from Super Stupid, kicked in the head by Squidward. One of his tentacles got loose. No offense to the real Squidward from SpongeBob SquarePants. We love you. LFC loves you, Squidward. SpongeBob SquarePants, Squidward. but Squidward, DeMarcus Crigley, who was arrested for stealing a phone, it's a felony, who has a court date coming up tomorrow. Yeah, no, you kick the man in the head. You let your tentacle get loose to smack this man in the head several times while he was down. And what's unnerving to me, and I'm going to say this, Keith McChicken Nugget did nothing. He stood there, smirked. That's also in videos. He didn't try to go in and break it up, get someone that calls him a friend to go in and pull him out or defend him. You didn't have to fight. Could have went in and got Jedediah out, help protect him. You saw him getting his head kicked in by a tentacle from Squidward, and you did nothing. You hefty McFrosty. You did nothing. And that is clearly shown in videos. You standing there, being the wall that you are, doing nothing. Shame on you. It's just gross. All right. I had to get that out. I had to say that. Furthermore, Brown can be seen on the video throwing up gang signs. I'm sorry. It was the middle finger. It's not a gang sign. It was just sideways. It's not a gang sign. That's how you know what? The first time I ever did that at a school, threw up my middle finger, it was sideways. That's kind of how we do in the South. Outkast, infamous rap group. I think I've seen them do it a few times. Like, it just kind of hit it up sideways. It's not straight in the air. It's just kind of sideways, slanted. But that's not a gang sign. I mean, my goodness. And Redmond can be heard making verbal threats to Ciggey and Super Stupid after being escorted out of the facility by police, who is not police. It was a private security guard, armed security guard, I guess, that had an officer jacket on. It was Sergeant Storm. He called himself Sergeant Storm. He's not a real police officer. Police didn't show up until after the incident had already ended. And their body camera footage proves that. So, more evidence you can take to debunk half this dumb stuff that's coming up in this stupid lawsuit. It wasn't about police. Sergeant Storm is not a police officer. So that's wrong. See? Not a fact. Brown and Redmond returned to the location of the incident and continued to attack Ciggey, who was gone already. When did that happen? Oh no, did we forget about Ciggey Squidworth picking up a red metal chair to use as a weapon? That's in a video as well. Ooh, Alicia Nicole got a good video of that. He was literally holding it, and then some chick with gold hair and a green shirt walked up and took it from him. He was going to use a red metal folding chair as a weapon. You don't think that would have done some damage? But he couldn't fight, though. Couldn't throw up some fists and just fist fight. Nope, had to involve a whole chair that had nothing to do with it. Then, this is after Squidworth beat up the damn TV. TV just sitting on the wall, doing nothing, minding his own business. You punching the TV and stuff. Broke the TV. When are they going to sue him for that TV again in Thornton Township? Make him pay for that? When is that going to happen? Like, certain things you can't allow people to get away with because he broke the damn TV. No one told him to get up on the table. Stop giving people passes that don't deserve it. That's all I'm saying. On information, believe township defendants knew or should have known that by conspiring with each other, there's no conspiracy. That you can't prove it. You're just alleging. None of this is facts. This is allegations. I don't know why they call this section background facts. It's not a fact. It's an allegation. To hire, they got to prove that he was hired. All this stuff has to be proven. They're not going to be able to do that. And it would be their burden because guess what? Ciggey is the petitioner. He's the petitioner. It's his burden to prove his case. He's not going to be able to prove that anybody hired or paid or conspired or anything. And the judge is not going to be in the mood to deal with your stupid ass slap suit that an attorney wrote with all this broken English using words like inflamed, inflammatory, inflammation, or provocateur over and over and over again, bringing in parties who weren't even there, who had nothing to do with the melee or the termination at all. And now you're saying someone paid him to do something. You're not going to even be able to prove this stuff. You have no evidence on it. You can't go in there and just say and repeat talking points from dummies who barely read. That's not how it works. This is insanity. This is insanity. Oh, you can't make this up. All right. Provocateur. Oh, Lord. During the township meeting, the acts of violence that occurred would in fact occur and would in fact result in harm to Ciggey, which they did. We didn't see any harm, no blood, no nothing. I mean, wouldn't they have taken photos? No one was even charged. That's a fact. No one was charged. Squidworth was charged with stealing the phone, not for the fight. Yeah, okay. Ciggey has suffered significant physical, mental, and emotional scars. Let's see these scars. I want to see photos from these events, which have caused him to seek therapy as well as medical attention. Well, that can be discovery. You went to therapy? Oh, okay, let's see it. Because you're claiming this is damages. You're trying to say this is worthy of $10 million, which is not. It's laughable. But now they're going to be required to provide discovery and evidence and documentation to prove that. So good luck to that. All right, let me read some comments. Ooh, y'all having a good time over here. Thank you, Laura. Thank you so much for the $10 super sticker, the super thanks, super chats. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Tanya, for the $10 super sticker. You guys are awesome. I have some awesome supporters here. I appreciate you all. Yeah, I'm just listen. I'm trying to get as much in as I can because when I start reading these comments, we have a good time. Oh Lord, y'all, what Jamal Leotis. They were not knee pads, they were pockets. They were pockets. What the hell you got pockets on your knees for? Hands on your knees, hands on your knees. You don't need no damn pockets on your knees. Is that arthritis kicking in? It must hurt. That inflammation has got to be something else. My bones are inflamed, y'all. I need pockets on my knees. Because reasons. You could at least add some pillow cushions in the pockets of the knees. It could have been some cushions stuffed in there or something. Justify these pockets on your knees that you so-called needed. I don't understand. Those pants are weird. Pants are weird. The sweatpants would have been just fine. I don't understand that. Why are you wearing pants like that? It's weird. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. You use it too many times and now realize it's not the right word. It wasn't straight. It wasn't. Oh my God. Y'all, this slot suit is hilarious. All you can do is clown it. Oh, Jamal Leotis. One thing I can honestly say is that I did not follow up with Timmy for cooking. Yeah, because she don't know how to cook. Somebody, yeah, I'm cooking some collard greens and turkeys. And who cooking? I'm coming over. Girl, ain't nobody cooking for you to come over. They got to get this expensive ass, so-called expensive food from you. They're not going to share it with you. Sharing nothing. Like, wait a minute. You gave us the free food. Now you want to come over at our house and eat it? Go, get your own box. We all know you taking them anyway. Whatever Keith McNugget does not inhale when he breathes. We already know she's taking a couple food boxes home. So you got the same food going home. Cook your own food. Bye. Girl gone. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, I don't grown people. It is my truth. It might not be completely accurate, okay, but it's still my truth. Yeah, well, the judge is gonna say we don't operate on your truth. We operate on our law. Boom, mic drop. We don't care about your truth, bro. We care about what the law says. They don't go without a conspiracy. I hope you prepared to actually present evidence of this so-called allegation of Jedediah being paid by trustees to sit here and think that you're supposed to be special. That's all you see is, yeah, they coming and stalking us, and they coming in and they paid this man to try to attack me politically, and my girlfriend over here, she's got bad names coming out, and they know, like, okay, wait a minute, go back. Where's the proof that Jedediah was hired by these trustees again? How is that not defamatory? Because it's not information. Oh Lord, his inflammation is gonna be the death of us all. But you got your ass on a bike. Y'all put that picture up as part of exhibit A, y'all. Ciggey riding the bike. Now you tell me, how serious are we to take his inflammation? Sitting on his hard bike seat somehow did not aggravate the inflammation, but me saying something to his girlfriend that he's about to tattletale on with the FBI. Yeah, no, that did it. You kidding me? Y'all, he gonna be walking around like George Jefferson, just butting the air, tooting side to side. Because that one hemorrhoid just won't go away. Oh Lord have mercy. Boy, I would hate for you to catch diarrhea, man. It's gonna be it's really gonna end the world. Yeah, that damn inflammation. Damn that inflammation. Head down, hand swinging with them jazz hands. Who, Jesus Christ? Hey, Adrian, how you doing? How you doing? Kane Adam. Oh Lord have mercy. I can't with you. Yeah, was too busy. What was he? He was just standing there, just breathing. oozing out honey mustard sauce. Just getting ready to slide around like a slug. Just slimy and creepy and weird. Keith was too busy digging through people's bags looking for food like a kid stealing other kids' lunches. Y'all, he's talking like this. Yeah, cut it out. Cut it out. Yeah. Come on, man. Don't make me move. There ain't no smirk with his smart mouth ass. I can't stand him. I really can't. Your friend was being kicked in the head, though. And you did nothing, Keith McChicken Nugget. You did nothing. And it's all on video of your nothingness. What an asshole he is. Such an asshole. Breaks over, back to work. All right, have fun at work. Have fun at work. Can't doubt Adam. Who, man? Not a empty McFrosty. Yeah. Yeah, he a whole McFrosty. Hi, Helen. How you doing? Oh, man. Hey, Michael. How y'all doing? Leanne. This debacle will be put to rest soon enough. Well, maybe not that soon. Yeah, now the FBI, they know he's trying to stall. You trying to distract from that FBI investigation you want to. Yeah, Squidward need fighting lessons. Yeah, you need to get them tentacles up and running. Kamal so is delusional. Leanne Brown, how you doing, Leo? This Kamal is a criminal. I'm assuming he has no legal real or artificial to stand on. Leg, real or artificial to stand on. Yeah, no, he just kind of leaning on the kneecap at this point. Running over to the left. That inflammation in them bones is just not going to hold him up too well after a while. Oh, man, he is just stuck on stupid. Good grief. Hey, Bobo. Camel toe. Oh, yeah. Y'all, I got some funny moderators up in here. We all have a good time. We have a good time up here. We laugh. Let's see. Bobo, how you doing? Hey, Sharon. Happy Friday Eve. Happy Friday Eve. Does the TV count? The TV gonna sue his ass. The TV gonna sue Squidward and Ciggey just for disturbing his peace. The TV said, I got kids. I'm just mounted on this wall trying to provide for my family. Little antenna and static. we ain't bothering nobody. You will get your skinny ass up here and do what? Now I'm broken. That was the loudest boom sound I've ever heard in a melee. All coming from Squidward fighting the television. The boom sound came from him fighting the television. Not because he laid somebody out with a right hook. No, that's too much like right. Good grief. Oh, man. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate it. Saint, that is the funniest. Saint is hilarious too, y'all. We got some funny people up in here, y'all. We have fun. How is it possible that this lawsuit was even drafted? I don't know. I think the attorney may have been high as hell because he damn sure didn't spell words right or have some proper English syntax going on. A lot of run-on sentences and just being overly verbose. You know, just like get to the point. Just get to the point. Judges don't like to read long complaints. You know, I've had to learn that the hard way, but they don't. They want you to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. What's the point? You just repeating yourself. How many times they gonna say provocateur? That's why I scrolled up. I said, did I read the sentence already? That's the same thing the judge gonna say. Did I read this already? Didn't he just say the same thing? Why is he repeating himself? Oh my God. You saved my life. Listen, we bless God for every person up in here. Glad I can make you happy and laugh. It's my honor. Thank you all for the super chats. We're gonna get back to it. I just want to get in some comments here. You guys are awesome. When is the court date? Ciggey's court date. No, Squidward's court date for the theft of property charges is tomorrow, April 11th. I think it's at 9:30 a.m. But you guys make sure I'll hopefully I can tune in into the virtual hearing. But if not, somebody go to their hearing because I really want to know what's going on. I really want to know what's going on. But he was charged with a felony theft for that phone, Lavelle's phone that he took. It's like, why are you taking his phone? You beat up a TV already. Is that not enough? Now you finna mishandle another piece of communication, electronic communication. You just messing with electronics all over the place. They're gonna come back, they're gonna rise up, and they're gonna beat your ass screen. The TV, the phone, the DVD player, remote controls, they all coming for you at the same time. Electrical wires are coming out the walls. They just gonna wrap your behind in and absorb you into the earth. They gonna beat your ass. You going after electronics, they ain't got that to do with none of this. What the hell wrong with you? Oh my God. Oh man. All right, we have a good time. All right, let's get back to it. Squidward's court hearing is tomorrow. Jamal said, I think it's 424. This lawsuit ain't gonna go nowhere. I hope y'all know that. The judge gonna be irritated that it landed in his lap. I can't believe I was assigned this stupid shit. Judge gonna be real mad. Real mad. Like, damn, this case is stupid. All right, count one. Retaliatory discharge. You got in a fight. You got fired. The end. The end. This is against Thornton Township in the trustees. Oh Lord. Nothing to do with Cloud or the Dalton trustees, because they didn't hire you. But okay. So Ciggey incorporates and realleges each and every one of the allegations set forth in paragraphs 1 through 11, which is exactly what I just read, which are not facts. It should have just been named allegations. None of it was fact. The only fact was Ciggey got in a fight. And they didn't even say that as a fact. They said it as an allegation, which is ridiculous. So, yeah. Point 13. Thornton Township and trustees defendant Wiederman, Gonzalez, Carlisle terminated Woods for engaging in workplace violence. That's a fact, because he got in a fight in his workplace. He worked there, even though he was paid $100,000 a year from a $500,000 grant that they had zero receipts for. But that's a fact. After they created a hostile situation, which had nothing to do with the trustees, none at all. They didn't create anything. He could have stayed his black ass at home. How about that? Next time, stay at home. You have to go to the meeting. No one forced you to go. When you don't even have a job description, you're definitely not needed. Bottom line. So they caused Woods to react to provocative language. No, he just chose to. Directed towards his significant other. Hostile situation. Defendants resulted in a physical altercation in which Woods attempted to defend himself against Brown, who was acting as an agent of township defendants, Redmond, but in which Ciggey was physically, emotionally, and mentally harmed in the process. How? See, he's going to have to prove that. And guess what? The defendants have the right to discovery. Now, we need evidence on all this. How? We need evidence on all this. Sorry, I don't know what just happened. How? What? How were you harmed physically, emotionally, and mentally? Because mind you all, they said it was blood everywhere. He was bloody and it was just dripping red all over the place. Just letting it rain red. And yet, no one saw blood. Not one video picked up blood or blood being thrown, tossed, or spewed or anything. No photos, no nothing. So, how? Let's see. Defendants targeted Ciggey to terminate him in retaliation for his personal political relationship with Super Stupid, whom the plaintiff has protected personally and politically. How did you protect her politically? I mean, you're not a political figure. So how did you protect her politically? See, these are the things that's going to have to be justified and defined and explained in court. These are questions that, if you got a jury demand, the jury is going to want to have answers. The judge is going to be curious as well. They're like, exactly how did you politically protect her again? I mean, you do realize that she didn't even get up to try to fight someone. So why would you feel the need to do that? And there's a history of this. Let's keep that in mind. The history of this. So, first time y'all got in a fight, after saying this 1,000 times to each other, seriously, it makes no sense. Hey, status. Here's a twist. The TV monitor was the aggressor. It should be part of felony assault, and all this lootiness. No one saw any blood because there was none. Hey, Sharon. Yes, bam, 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 bam. Oh, man. What do you mean, love? Okay, y'all having a whole conversation. Let me scroll down. The first hearing for this lawsuit, I think I missed that part. What is the first? It was Jamal Leotis. Was it 4/24? Is that the first hearing for this lawsuit? April 24th? I saw a date. I don't know. It is. Glad to have you, man. Make sure y'all like this video and subscribe. It's 217 people watching. We going over this slap suit, y'all. Laughing about inflammation and provocatoriness. And keep chicken nugget doing nothing. That frosty. All right, let's keep going. Ciggey is entitled to have his personal political relationship with Super Stupid without political targeting by the defendants. But yet you're still subjected to scrutiny. That's not going to change. And that requires freedom of speech and expression. So if someone says you gone, bitch, you're not going to go around fighting everybody that says that, because it's unrealistic to think that people should be restricted from saying and expressing their opinion of an elected official simply because you don't like it. It's not how the hell that works. It's not how that works at all. Not fighting words if you've said those same words before and never fought. So pull up all them videos, Jedediah, of you saying bitch to him and him saying bitch to you, and show that in court as your exhibits. Let the judge see. Here's a pattern of behavior. We say this all the time. Never got in a fight. So don't understand why all of a sudden his inflammation, his arthritis is supposed to just take precedent and somehow justifying this slap suit for $10 million. The hell is going on with him? Ain't the first time somebody done call her that. He gonna go around beating up everybody because of that? That's a bully. That's not a protector. That's a bully. Let's not forget the fact that Nate himself, Nate Fields Jr., put up a whole post where he stated that Ciggey tried to intimidate and bully him. He's just a fucking bully. You don't get protection from that. You're not a protector when you're a bully. No, when you're a bully, you get your ass beat. That's how that works. When you try to bully people, you get your behind beat. That's how that's supposed to go. Let me thank you guys for. I see a couple cash outs came through. Hold on. Thank you for the cash app, Daphne. I appreciate it. $10 cash app. Thank you so much. That was awesome. Thank you. I don't want to miss the cash app. And then Rodney Brown, I meant to thank him for the cash app he sent back on April 6th. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You guys know that the contributions go towards this channel, goes towards this high-ass internet bill and StreamYard. And making sure your equipment is here up and running. I appreciate it all. Thank you. Just want to take time to do that. All right, so being a bully does not mean you're a protector. And then they trying to sit here and say that the plaintiff's personal political relationship with Super Stupid strikes at the heart of citizens' social rights. How? What do you mean? What does that have to do with social rights? Social rights? Oh, you talk about social rights while she infringes upon constitutional rights. Super Stupid gets to infringe upon constitutional rights But you want the court to put her social rights above constitutional rights. She has had people removed from expressing themselves, using freedom of speech and expression. As a matter of fact, she infringes upon freedom of speech and expression every time she said, you cannot ask a question. You can only give a comment. What her stupid ass can't do is tell someone how to express their free speech. So if they wanted to ask a question, they had every right to do that. She can't tell people don't ask questions, just give me statements. No, that's not how freedom of speech and expression works. So you can kick rocks. But yet your so-called social rights are supposed to be preserved when you chose to engage in a physical altercation. Oh God. And so here they are misquoting law. Misinterpreting law. And under Illinois law, his employer may not terminate him to interfere with those rights. His social rights. So you think he had the right to get in a fight? Now, you can make the choice to get in a fight, but you're gonna have to accept the consequences that come after that. That includes you being terminated. He should have went to jail. Should have been charged. But then you had South Harlem police being some spineless, sackless cowards, and they chose to do nothing. I was one of the first ones to get a FOIA request to police body camera footage. It's a shame. It's just a shame. All right. C. Turner v. Memorial Medical Center, and they cite case law here. And they cited that case law quoting, because inside that case law is quoting Palmatier v. International Harvester Company. So it's like citing case law inside a case law. Accordingly, by terminating Ciggey because of his personal political relationship with Super Stupid, the defendants violated a clear mandate of public policy. No, he didn't have the right to get in the fight, period. They fired him because he got in a fight. They don't owe him nothing. Illinois is the right to hire, right to fire state. Bye. We all saw what you did to justify the termination on national television. You got in a fight. So no, you could have sat down and stayed, kept your seat with your inflammation, your arthritis. Ain't nobody told you to get up. The harm caused Ciggey by the defendants was foreseeable and egregious, and thus township and its trustees do not enjoy sovereign immunity under the Illinois Tort Immunity Act to shield them from liability. Moreover, the egregious conduct of the trustees rises to the level such that they may be sued for damages in their individual capacities as well as their capacities as township trustees. What does Thornton Dalton have to do anything again? Cause harm to plaintiff, translate the damages and the amount. Oh God, to be proven at trial. Yeah, $10 million is not going to be provable. But yet that's what you're asking the court for. $10 million. But yet the township defendants cause harm to the plaintiff that translates into damage in an amount to be proven at trial. You're going to have to prove that it's $10 million worth. And you won't be able to do that. Count 2, civil conspiracy because of reasons. Against Thornton Township defendants, the Dalton defendants, Cloud and Jedediah Brown. So he realleges the allegations in paragraphs 1 through 16. Paragraph 18, Thornton Township trustees entered into an illegal agreement with the Dalton defendants, defendant Belcher, House, Brown, Norwood, Key, as well as Cloud and Jedediah Brown to hire Jedediah Brown to act as a provocateur. What evidence do you have to prove it? What agreement? And we hear this dumbass narrative from other people up there that's perpetuating it, that I hope to God are summit to court. They need to be subpoenaed to have to come to court to testify. What evidence do you have that any of us are being paid by Thornton or Dalton to do anything? What evidence? That is his burden. He's going to have to prove. He's the petitioner. So this is ridiculous. This is nothing more than slander. I mean, good grief. The worst kind of that, because it's just stupidly stated. It's so dumb. Oh, God. Jedediah Brown acted as a provocateur, that word again, at the township meeting to incite Ciggey to react violently. Defendants entered into the agreement with the ultimate objective of giving township defendants a justification to terminate Plaintiff Woods. Yeah, no, they don't have evidence on that. Brown, a co-conspirator, attended the township meeting and made a series of inflammatory comments because inflammation and hemorrhoids and wild bowels and doodle things. Your Honor, my ass hurts. That's what happened. My ass hurt. That's it. You have no idea. I had to go to the bathroom and hold it in while I'm sitting here swinging with my jazz hands. Man, I had the bubble guts for 2 days, y'all. Yeah, them inflammatory comments and something else. When you walking around smoking cigarettes all day, everything should be inflamed on you. That's the nicotine talking. That's not the comments in this lawsuit. That's the effects of nicotine. You're welcome. After making the comments, Brown proceeded to physically attack Ciggey. Blah blah blah. It's saying the same thing over and over again. So we're just gonna scroll down to the bottom. The conduct of the conspirators caused harm to plaintiff that translates to damages in an amount to be proven at trial that they're not gonna be able to prove. Count 3, civil battery. Yeah, the cops didn't even charge anybody with battery. So yeah, that'll be interesting. No police report. Oh, okay. So the police didn't try to charge anybody. Yeah, no one went to jail. Oh, okay. Well, the police decided not even pursue it. What the hell are you talking about? Defendant Brown and Redmond committed assault and battery against plaintiff Woods. Did they? Where's the police report to justify that? Who was charged with it? They committed it? Oh, it's ridiculous. Both defendant Brown and Redmond intentionally made physical contact with Ciggey body in an offensive manner with the intent to cause harm. Yeah, never mind the fact that Ciggey actually made first physical contact with Lavelle. Yummy. In perpetrating the acts of civil battery against Ciggey, defendant Brown and Redmond caused harm to the plaintiff that translate into damages. No, $10 million worth of bodily damage was not done. Because if that's the case, we all need to get in on this. We all owe him a few more pops and licks. If you gonna sit here and try to say I did $10 million worth of physical damage to your body, I'm just gonna beat your ass now. I want to beat your ass now for real. What the hell are you talking about? $10 million of damage to your body was not done. We owe you some punches, bro. You kidding me? We owe you some punches. You need to get your ass beat. Get a belt. Somebody get a belt. Because we owe him $10 million worth of licks. I want to see $10 million worth of black eyes on his ass. At least get your ass whooped and let it be worth $10 million. I'm not promoting violence. I'm just saying, why not get your money's worth? It's ridiculous. Oh, y'all, I'm laughing so hard because I'm sure the judge is laughing as well, reading this bullshit. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, oh, they really want to go to court with this. Can I not transfer this case to somebody else? Anybody else want this case? I'm going to ask my judge buddies if they want to try to flip a coin to see somebody else can deal with this because I can't. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. More nonsense. You egregious, outrageous, deliberate, or oppressive conduct. Never mind them infringing upon freedom of speech and expression and freedom of the press. But, whatever. Oppressive conduct of the above referenced defendants cause harm to Ciggey that translate into damages that in an amount that can be proven at trial that they know they can't prove. Jury demand. They're asking for a jury trial on all these issues. Who, Lord have mercy, prayer for relief. Ciggey requests the court enter judgment in his favor and against the defendants after a jury trial in the amount to be proven at trial, but no less than $10 million. $10 million. Oh my God. Money he will never ever earn in a whole lifetime. Keep on, you walking cigarette. You definitely won't be able to earn it at this rate. Yeah, all that nicotine is gonna really start getting to you. Everything gonna be inflamed by the time he go to court. He gonna have a swollen face, head, eyeballs, and everything else. Toes gonna be on swole. Everything just gonna be inflamed. Y'all, they're desperate. They're desperate. Look at this. Award plaintiff for compensatory damages, including for retaliatory discharge, civil conspiracy, and civil battery. You gotta prove this civil conspiracy stuff. Come on now. And you gotta prove that the discharge was retaliatory and not warranted. You can't do that. You get in a fight in your employment, in your place of employment, on company property. Not only do you get fired, but you typically go to jail. Why didn't the police see? This is where the police just failed miserably because they're spineless cowards. You would at least have tried to get a police report. They didn't even get that. Super stupid. And Ciggey didn't even try to get charges filed on Jedediah LaVale. And Jedediah filmed himself going to the police station to try to file a complaint at the police station against Ciggey and Squidworth and Super Stupid. And they wouldn't even take him seriously. All of that is going to be used in court to show how the cops didn't even take this seriously. Even when someone went there asking for help. And now you think that whatever you claim you endured was worth $10 million. You know, every attorney on earth just did a collective sigh. Was like, ugh, this is so dumb. All except Jenkins and Solomon and the other one, Bo Brindley. Yeah, them the only three goons that'll sit here and write this dumb shit up. It's just crazy. Award punitive damages for egregious, outrageous, deliberate, and oppressive conduct. You know, because reasons. Award plaintiff is reasonable attorney's fees and costs. That and they're reasonable about that. $10 million. Award plaintiff all other relief the court deems proper and just. Okay, now. Yeah, that's the end of it. Oh, Jesus. Let me get back to some comments. This is something else. We're going in an hour 42 minutes. Oh my God. This is something else, y'all. Just getting some comments in. Hi, Wyoming gal. How are you? This is something else. So listen, I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. First of all, you don't have a case. All right? They just don't. Ciggey knows that the FBI is coming for him. He's been named all throughout the subpoenas. Super Stupid is definitely going to prison. People are flipping on her left and right. All the documents that the FBI has probably received, whether it be through testimony or the certified documents in the subpoenas that were supposed to be given, they don't have a chance. And just like her, I don't know who Alex Nitchoff is to her exactly. It seems like somebody she aspires to be like. He's in prison now for 5 years for 2 charges. 1 count of each. And the DA wanted him to get more. Prosecutors tried to go for 7+. They made a plea deal for him to get 5. Even with that plea deal, he still has 5 years of prison. Super Stupid is not escaping that. She's not going to escape prison. All the things that she's already been found guilty of, that a court of law has definitely ruled on, it's in court documents. The FBI is going to use those court documents in other cases to help build their case as well, to substantiate their charges that they're going to bring forth in an indictment. You have some of the most well-spoken, smart, intelligent criminal defense attorneys saying, of all the things that's happened, all the court documents, the cases, the lawsuits, the FBI investigation, Lori Lightfoot's report, money come up missing, lack of invoices and receipts, all these things come together. Super Stupid is going to prison. The FBI is coming for her. She's going to jail. Ciggey gonna be going with her. unless he decides to flip. And even if he does, he got some co-conspiracy type charges he's gonna be facing. Plus some other stuff on the side of his own, like these, property taxes he's evading, buying those properties and stuff like that. That whole, especially with the subpoena with the property that the St. Patrick's restaurant sits on. He the one that sold it to that couple for $200,000. I went over the court documents on that too. He sold it to them for $200,000, knowing it wasn't even valued that much. And now he's flossing and running around here in photos and videos talking about who ain't got no money. Oh, okay. But you filed lawsuits like you broke his hell. Oh, all this I went through, it's worth $10 million. No, it's not. He wouldn't be able to prove half that stuff. This is all a distraction. He knows that this is a slap suit. The judge knows it. The attorney who wrote this dumb crap knows it. It's a slap suit. It's a distraction to take his mind off of what's about to happen to him with the FBI. Because at the end of the day, this is a civil procedure. The federal investigation with the FBI will take precedence over this. So if they decide to move in, they're not going to wait for him to go to court about some civil lawsuit. They'll just say, oh, okay, well, you tell the people at the jail, they'll make sure you get to court. You and your attorney. They're not going to just say, we're not going to take you in. We'll wait till you finish off this lawsuit. No. You going in, you going now. We suggest you go get some clothes. Go get dressed. You coming with us. It's not going to stop anything with the FBI, Ciggey. You're not that smart. You can't prove conspiracy or that Jedi was paid. You better stop listening to these dum-dums that keep saying this all over other people's YouTube channels. They say the same old nonsense. Stop listening to them because they don't have any evidence on it. No matter who they claim to know with the FBI, Department of Justice, or everybody going to jail, everybody being investigated. That's not true. The FBI is not going to just come out and defend every little dumb thing that's said either. Because people going to talk. Chicken head's going to cluck. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you still got it coming. Yes, just give this until early fall. I see one by one everybody slowly being indicted and finally convicted of this crap. Yeah. You still got it coming. You're not escaping anything. You're not escaping any penalty or punishment. None of that. Status, I'm sorry to hear about you. I served you. Okay, it went well. Good job. Good deal. Bobo, I gave it back. Good on Martin. Got an interested offer. The lawyers, yeah, they do win. But this time, they may not win so much because guess what? Ciggey and Super Stupid got to pay these attorneys' fees out their pocket. And they finna feel the pinch of that. They can't afford to just hire all these attorneys like that because they're not gonna be getting paid that money. He knows that she's about to lose that salary she was getting. He's already lost his. Whatever they doing with money they got, they claim to have a lot of it. Oh, okay. So why are you suing for $10 million with this slap suit? Well, most of it you lied like hell. If he wasn't broke, he would not be suing for $10 million. He would at least try to keep it reasonable, but he didn't do that. No, it's laughable. And now he's trying to avoid the inevitable. That's what they're trying to do. Same reason why Super Stupid kept running, wanting people to write her in as a candidate, trying to stay in the election because of a policy that she did not fully read and interpret correctly. They can still indict you during an election. They won't do it if it affects the campaign and causes an advantage or disadvantage of one party or the other. But there's case law to show that they have indicted people under FBI investigation during an election. They have done that. The FBI has been in existence for what? 7, 8 decades? I mean, they don't have a problem dropping indictments. None. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate you. Between me and you, I'm almost willing to bet that this lawsuit gets dropped halfway through because they're going to run out of money to pay for it. Exactly. They can't afford it. They cannot afford to litigate this type of lawsuit where they're asking for $10 million. This is a slap suit. And the judge knows it. They're going to look at this and be like, this slap suit is so stupid. He can't even make that type of money in his lifetime. It's money he will never see. But all of this is, well, we're just trying to delay the inevitable. You're not delaying anything. The FBI is still going to come. They will indict you and arrest you if they need to. They're not going to sit here and wait for you with this stupid slap suit. They're not going to wait. They're going to do what they need to do regardless. So, yeah, this is Ciggey's slap suit. And it's still dumb. Unless it's been amended. And I'm going to reach out to Jedediah and see if he does have an amended copy of it. See if he'll send me a copy, because I would love to read something that's been amended. Because this is, what I'm reading is just laughable. The judge is going to dismiss this. I mean, and Debt Free Dad, Marcus, he on his channel covered this as well. And he said the same thing. He's actually an attorney. I don't know if Nate, the lawyer, covered this, but there's another attorney. There are attorneys out there that are covering this stuff. And now, saying the same thing. Lori Lightfoot is flat out saying, yes, she will definitely have an indictment. They will probably drop an indictment and then have to add on some things, and then it becomes a superseding indictment. So a superseding indictment would take precedence. If they have new information that comes up between the indictment, the initial indictment dropping, and the first court appearance, if there is any other charges, any evidence to substantiate any other charges to be added, then they'll revise it and amend it to a superseding indictment. But this is what they're looking at. This is what they're gonna have to deal with. And this is all, a distraction. It's all a distraction. So y'all having a whole sideline conversation. All right. This man has been indicted, but he keep getting elected because no one runs against him. So he is still out over 5 years or more to this day. Yeah, the one that was indicted up in Illinois, he just didn't have a challenger, but they dropped that indictment because it was not going to affect the election one way or the other. He was running unopposed, unchallenged. So he was guaranteed to win. That's why they indicted him. So it's not it's not that the policy says they do not indict during an election. They do not indict or investigate or even announce it during an election if it has an effect on the election or the campaign, or gives either party an advantage and or disadvantage of one over the other. And then they still consult with the public integrity section. So there are a series of things that they do before they even drop an indictment during an election, but it doesn't say that they just don't do it. That's not what it says. That's not what it read. And I went over the information. So yeah, no, now that she's done playing games because she thought that was her saving grace, she wasn't going to win. It was never about her winning. It's about her trying to just stay in some sort of campaign mode, thinking that she's being spared from the FBI. No. And if you do decide, let's say she decides to go after the school board and she wants to go run for something, some special election comes up out of nowhere. Guess what? They're going to look at that and say, okay, what's the odds of her winning and losing? They're going to consult with the public integrity section and talk with the AG, and then they're going to have a discussion on, okay, would this indictment affect her race? Doesn't look like she will even break 10% of votes. Okay, now we can go get her. If they have to, they'll go get her. So understanding the actual FBI, that policy that they have in place, it doesn't trump the fact that if someone has committed a crime and you have charges being brought forth to federal court, that will take precedence over you thinking you just being spared because you're saying you're campaigning. And their policy does not go before federal law. So it's almost a nicety. It's like, we're trying to give you the courtesy of letting this democratic process play out. But let's say someone hypothetically go out and they murder someone. They're not going to just wait till they're done campaigning to go charge him with murder. No, we go get his ass right now. So even with certain charges based on the crime itself, it calls for immediate action. That policy should go out the window. You go and murk somebody, screw that policy. They're going to charge you with murder. Like you going to prison. That's it. So that's why, hopefully people understand that a little bit better. And, it's something that, obviously people are telling them that is completely false or misconstrued or inaccurate or misinterpreted. No, the FBI still coming for you. They don't care about your stupid ass silver slap suit. They don't care about none of that. Tiffany for mayor. We got Jamal Ciggey in here and Tiffany for mayor. Oh, look, LLC never sleeps. Get in that scope. Yeah. No, this is something I reported on a live stream previously, but I wasn't able to share my screen with it. So now you guys get to see this slap suit and see what I was laughing at so hard about this inflammation from Ciggey. Oh, Lord have mercy. I would hate for him to really go out and like break an ankle or something, man. He really gonna hammer it. He gonna sue everybody. He gonna sue the dog. Gonna see him suing everything. Gonna walk past stores and be like, I'm filing a lawsuit against you. You forgot to put cheese on my burger. I'm going insane with it. Oh man. Yeah. So listen. I got one more thing I want to show you all because we had almost 2 hours. And I'm going to get started and finish up this video I'm going to do on Judge Williams and let that premiere. But, ooh, child, y'all having some real conversation up in here. Yeah, okay. Someone tell her what BC is. I'm not going to put up the Do you really want to know? It's not him yet. It's Tiffany doing. I mean, she listening to other people too, because I've heard other people in other channels as well. So they both dumb. I mean, Ciggey and Super Stupid are dumb. But yeah, she's these are the things that she said. It's her talking points mostly, and she's got these goons and minions that's out here saying the same thing. It's like this is unbelievable. Like they literally think this lawsuit is gonna, it's part of the lawsuit and put it. It's a conspiracy on this and that because somebody claimed that they know the FBI. They call them and talk to the FBI all the time. FBI probably sitting there like, "Thank you, ma'am, for calling in your concern." Whose names that we always forget. And you listen to these people, and I study. That's not how the FBI operate anyway. But yeah, I wanna sit here and show this video. This is from Public Ops about Stan Brown. Lord have mercy. Stan Brown. So let's share this text. Yeah, I want to show this video because this is why I keep saying Stan Brown need to go. And I think several others can agree. Stan Brown sucks. He just does. But I want to check this video out, y'all. Because it's something else. And you guys get to see how Stan Brown is and his behavior. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit because I don't want this to be too long. But yeah, we're just speeding up a little bit. You guys put a 1 in the chat if you can hear and see.
$10. There was 8 meetings.
Hold on.
Trustee Brown was stating.
My apology, Mr. Mobley. But this was funny.
Well, that's the mayor throwing his little wisecracks again. So that wasn't even a discussion.
Do you want to talk about adjustments this week? I'll take a look at our adjustments.
Yeah, well, the $24,000 I get a year.
$24,000. There was 8 meetings in 2024. That's $3,000 per meeting or $1,500 per hour.
Wow.
Give or take.
The $24,000 I get a year, I spend it very widely right back into the village because I live here. I spend money in Dalton. I share my money in Dalton.
Here's Stan negotiating a price for a lawn-cutting service with his alleged partner, Demetrius Walker. He has nothing to do with the grass-cutting business, or did he?
is the aircraft carrier shelter you seized.
Y'all ads, because it's got to be there. Gotta have ads. All right.
$23.99 or something like that.
I would suggest if you,
Let me finish this, Mr. Irvin. I'm just trying to get a little. I'm trying to work with Father and bless it.
Yeah, I just noticed Public Ops tagged me in. Thank you, Public Ops, because I know you knew I was gonna see this, because I can't stand Stan Brown. Stan Brown is god awful. Jason House, listen to me. We can't keep doing this. Y'all, we don't give grace to those who actually deserve grace. But we sit here and we give grace to somebody like a Stan Brown or Super. You got people trying to defend her. Or the other one, Chicken Heads. I mean, why are we giving them grace like this when they have not done anything to show that they're remorseful? When has Stan Brown apologized for all his buffoonery and chicanery and BS, horrible decisions, rude, disrespectful comments and behavior? When has he apologized for that? The Bible doesn't say, since he claims to be a deacon or something. He always wearing Easter suits, so he's somebody in a church. He must be somebody. The Bible says you seek forgiveness, not expect it. Seek forgiveness. That means it takes some effort on your part. You got to humble yourself and go to someone and seek forgiveness from them, whether it be one person or the entire village of Dalton. However, you seek it. No one is entitled to overlook the things he's done wrong. Even God chastises those he loves. I get chastised all the time. I'm still waiting for a money tree to grow in my backyard. Hey, let that happen, Lord. Please, just let bags of money just drop down, because I sure need it. But he chastises us and corrects us because he loves us and he doesn't want us doing horrible, wrong things to each other or to ourselves. But why should he be given grace? He has done nothing to seek forgiveness. And now he's going to still be in his position, and you got Jason House and these new trustees trying to work with him all of a sudden like he's, we'll welcome you back into the fold. Nah, hell no. You got a whole lot of explaining to do. You get it all out. You tell everybody you're sorry, and you try to right all these wrongs. And we'll think about it. I'm not saying we're going to give it to you right away, pimp. You're going to have to earn it. We'll think about it. But at the end of the day, if the will of the people wants you gone, then we don't have an incentive to work with you. They don't owe him anything, and yet they carry on as if they do. I don't care what he's done that may be decent. All I'm saying is him just bringing more destruction than anything else. We got to be honest with each other when it comes to what we're willing to overlook and forgive and turn the other cheek to, because this is what happens. This is what happens. It's people are just, they're sick of him. And look at his behavior. They gave this previous mayor a hard ass time, man. They gave that dude a hard time. And I'm not saying he may have done, I'm not reporting and researching on him. He's not my target. Not doing it. But even the things he may have done wrong, was it worthy of this? Could this not just been let's have a conversation? But he didn't act like this was super stupid. And she couldn't produce one receipt or invoice. Not a one. Can't justify those first class trips that you enjoyed too, Stan Brown. They should be getting that money back out, that $24,000 a year check he claimed he made. Or that school board money he made. Yeah, okay. You want to know how many trips? Yeah, okay. You're going to have to pay us back. That's what needs to happen. Hit them in the pockets. And then they're going to really start feeling the heat of it. Because otherwise, they're not going to care. And if we just ignore it and just overlook it, guess what? We're perpetuating this nonsense. We can't allow that to happen with any corrupt leader. Anywhere. We got 4 we're trying to get rid of down here in Georgia. Plus a judge. She got to go. You can't just overlook it. Sometimes the penalty is some punishment of you not having this position anymore. The end. This is insanity. Stan Brown sucks.
Mr. Urban, I'm talking right now, Mr. Urban.
Stanley, you should have listened.
I'm trying to negotiate because I was addressed by a trustee was saying, could we renegotiate that? So that's what I'm working on. Can I get up to Trustee Muhammad some respect on that? Thank you. So that's all I'm asking because I'm pretty sure I can be persuaded to go in that direction.
A fabulous resale unique shop here on the corner of 100.
Hold on a second. I'm sorry. What's going on in the chat? Yeah, we have mods. If somebody's comment, like I need to see it. What's going on with the comment that need to be removed? Hi, Alonzo Moore. How you doing? All of our team going to federal prison in Missouri. Yeah, send them up creek. What's going on? What? $1,500 per hour. Can you move Butterfly's comment? I don't see Butterfly's comment for a minute. Oh, it was sitting in the way. Was it in the way? Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take down the comments. You guys couldn't see. My bad. All right. Let's go.
154th and Cottage Grove. I'm here with the director of Fathers and Blessings, the non-for-profit organization, Demetrius Walker. I'm here with Trustee Stan Brown, who just donated some very fancy clothes, a couple of real nice suits and some shoes.
Well, you know, I'm a blessed man, and I believe in sharing my blessings with others. You know, if you share blessings with others, they come right back to you. I say kudos and blessings, and this is a great thing that's happening right now. So thanks, Fab, for coming to the Village of Dalton. So that means if you're good and you
all that polyester, you can't rub that cloth together too hard. You know, start a fire. Y'all, Stan Brown wear clothes where you hear him coming a mile away. You can't wear that stuff he wear. It's some friction going on. You're gonna spontaneously combust. It's flammable. Easter
you get that heart of gold that you can come on down a little bit and get up on that 25. I'm more than certain. I'm pretty sure I can go in that direction, sir.
Stan would never be brazen enough to negotiate his own deal on the public record, would he?
I appreciate you, sir. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
2 years later, Stan is the owner of a multi-million-dollar lawn care service. Oh, and his employees are the youth.
Y'all, look at this disclaimer.
Trained at the
I may be full of shit. Please do your own research.
Fathers and Blessings non-for-profit training academy and the children from the schools that he sits on the board of.
My name is Stan Brown, former trustee here at the Village of Dalton. Thank you, residents. Now I'm appointed commissioner at Dalton Park. Actually, I'm a manager of a Thornton Township lawn care service. And you guys talk about what I do 7 days a week now. And on the correction that note, you're right, Mayor. It's approximately 5 feet behind the residents' backyard or behind the garage. That's on the residents. I actually have at the township, we cut at least 1,100 lawns a week and about 250 lawns a day.
Shall we go with a really low estimate of, say, 10 million? Stanley?
We cut about 290 lawns in Harvey, 178 lawns in Dalton, and 150 lawns in Calumet City. Those are 3 top lawn villages that we cut in. We cut in 17 municipalities.
Oh, what if you could get permanent teeth in just 20?
Y'all gotta have ads, because ads.
Any further discussion?
Yeah, I just want a clarity of what's the consensus of what everybody's trying to do. Just add a third company, or we want to keep it at 2 and just have Fathers and Blessings and Laurel as the cutting company.
I would do the 3.
For Trustee Muhammad, I'm saying just add.
Wait. Is that Robert Hunt? Is this Robert Hunt sitting next to Super Stupid? So he was a trustee at Dalton? Is that Robert Hunt? Am I saying this right? Hell, blue, black, brown. Cooking with Frank. We love you, Cooking with Frank. He's got some words and names too. Oh, okay. Yeah, your comment was just up there anyway. I'm sorry. My bad. Is that Robert Hunt? Foxy Roxy said yes. Okay. Tiffany's narcissist gaslighting showboating blaming. Robert Hunt used to be a Dalton trustee. And now he's the finance director at Thornton Township, and he still can't do math. You still can't do math, Robert Hunt? You don't know what a budget report looks like? What is the name of the financial system used at Thornton Township? He acts like he can't tell y'all what the budget totals are. You know how many times Alicia Nicole has asked in a meeting during her live stream, what are the numbers? And then he just sit there smug and act like he's got the opportunity to just not answer. Can't just print out something and say, here you go. Here's the information here. You know what? I'm going to make sure it's posted on the website today because that's public disclosure. Nobody knows laws, I guess. I don't understand. This is insanity. Robert Hunt Tiffany were buddies against the mayor. Clearly. Robert Hunt, Thornton Township CPA. Stupid math. Exactly. Stupid math. Oh my God. This is insanity. And you can't get him to show up to a town hall meeting to answer questions about some weird ass numbers. Seriously? Who, child?
Fathers and blessings to the two that you both made the motion for.
I wonder if Muhammad has a finger in this deep,
smugness,
juicy
Robert Hunt.
pie.
And that's what I would like to see. 3.
With Fire and Blessing at $25 cut rate.
I would like to see 3 also because 900 houses is a lot of houses to maintain.
Okay, I don't have a problem with that. We can do 3, but I just want to point out that we are booting the other people that was lower than Fathers and Blessings.
For absolutely no reason. They've just voted to take many families' livelihoods away.
So I just want that for the record that I'll go with it, but we just cutting out the other companies just to be fair. Because the other company was at 23. 25. So you're going to meet them at 25. Is that correct? All right.
You want to meet them? And to remind, we're not in the grass cut business now. Let's not get there that we got to keep hiring all these grass cutters because that means we need to put more pressure on these banks that own these here homes.
What's Stanley really trying to say here? He's such a blessing for the villages. He's such a blessing for the banks. Stanley is such a father blessing.
So we just really kind of put a little Band-Aid on the big cut. So we definitely not in the grass cutting business.
And Trustee Henry, you're correct. The right thing, my opinion, the right thing to do, and I know this is throwing a wrench in it, would be to have 4 because I don't see how we cannot include a company that bid lower.
3 is good enough. I want everybody to be able to make money. They run a business. So you add more and more, that's less income for that business to make.
No, you dumbass. Let me tell you something. No. What you should do is go with the lowest bidders who can still deliver good quality product. You don't pick the higher ones and then say we're cutting all these people out because we want this other 3, the higher 3 to make all the money. Or you go with the ones that are cheaper. And you can do a 1-year probation contract just to, gauge the quality of the product and to give them a chance to do the job. But you're at least saving money. You're not sitting here splurging out more than what you should be over cutting grass. That's all this is. Cutting grass. You're cutting grass. You're just cutting damn grass, Stan Brown. You are no more important than a grass cutter. Jesus was a carpenter. What are you talking? Why are you inflating your ego up? This is ridiculous. You cut grass, bro. This is insanity. My father had his own business as a lawn care man. He had high-end clients, attorneys, doctors, surgeons, all that stuff. He understood what he did. Go out here, cut grass, do the lawn, do stuff, whatever. Fix stuff up. I mean, that was his whole business. Made good money doing it. Had his own car wash too. This is why I don't understand why you sitting trying to make yourself more important than you really are. But you're going to go for the highest, the contracts that are the highest and not give some contracts. And they going for someone who's already sitting on the board. Why is that not a conflict of interest? He's already on the board. Now you just gave him a contract to basically work for himself. I mean, He working for the village through his own business, but yet the other contractors now just got booted out the way, and they were cheaper. I would have sued the hell out of him.
The high grade, so we're gonna come down about $5 off of that.
Period.
Jesus. Come on, Mr. Walker. Mr. Walker, please, sir. Come on. You got a big heart. I know it.
Oh my
Thank you.
God.
Thank you, sir.
So do I need to amend that, Mary Kay?
Oh, I gotta get a blessing, man. Oh, I gotta get a blessing, man.
Mayor, trustees, residents of Dalton, just want to say thank you, everyone. I come to you from Fathers and Blessings. Most of the community probably have seen us around. We've been around now for since 2015, helping out the village of Dalton with our non-for-profit efforts in affordable housing, community revitalization, and our job training opportunities.
If you own a home, you're at risk of house.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A fascinating creature.
An E-block. Look, y'all's an alien.
The customer service evaluation team is a mystery shopper company that will assignment in your location that will pay you $250 per assignment, which will come in the form of a cashier's check along with details regarding your assignment.
Some years ago, I applied for that, and it was a mystery, and I didn't get my check. There's some fraudulent ones out there, so just be careful and make sure you dot your I's.
And so I'm a retired station manager, and we definitely have mystery shoppers.
Jason House was the previous finance director to Stanley Brown.
In December, we had 3 paydays.
Oh my God.
And you had individuals on the police force, the fire department, and public works. They were wondering if they were going to get paid that money for the holiday. We actually had a payday December the 1st,
Glasses to read.
December 15th, December 29th. And for us to not to even approve that was totally unfair and disrespectful to these individuals that was worried about were they going to even get a check for the holiday. So that's just something to think about. You know, when you just walk out like that, that's unfair to them. That's unfair to them and their family.
Colorado.
They got paid, but we had a meeting on the 4th, and we got the holiday coming up. We got the holiday coming up.
Attention. Put your glasses on.
We got the holiday coming up.
Everyone was paid.
Hey, Jason, I don't need glasses on when I talk. And we got the holiday coming up. We got the holiday coming up. Hey, Jason, I don't need glasses on when I talk. Yeah, I don't need glasses on when I talk.
You trying to be funny wearing that Easter polyester suit? Get the hell up. Pick a choice. You doing this. This is what you're doing. Yeah, you know. What you doing? Roaring and deciding whether or not you're going to put the glasses on or take them off. All Jason's telling you to do is pick a choice. Pick a choice, blue, black, brown. Pick one. He's just trying to break the ice. Now you want to sit here like you being serious. You better take that air out your chest. You fake deacon.
So let well enough alone. Stay with that lane where you at. Because I'm just putting the point out here for people to understand what's going on up here. So it's going back and forth. I'm not going to participate in the little back and forth going, but I'm just looking at individuals that have spoke to me about this. So I just wanted to relate it to you guys. So when you just up and walk out of a meeting, think about other people that's going to be involved in that. You're not just going straight at the mayor, because what it is now, anybody around the mayor, just take it out on them. You don't care about the residents, such as you guys say. And you talk strong about the retro pay for public works. When you start worrying about public works, you know, so now we getting all that, and we know what's happening right now. But I just want to put that on your head that you walked out with, when you start worrying about public works, you know, so now we getting all.
Hold on.
You don't care about the residents, such as you guys say, and you talk strong about the retro pay for public works. When you start worrying about public works, you know, so now we getting all that, and we know what's happening right now. But I just want to put that on your head that you walked out with 3 paychecks for that December. Yeah, they got paid. Yeah, they got paid. But it was just a threat you put on them when you walk out the meeting on. Thank you, man. This is totally unfair. You guys keep throwing out there Greenwood Falls like that's the only thing that's been built. There's more things been done out here in Dalton instead of just Greenwood Falls.
Like
He always saying dumb stuff.
Like we got sidewalks out there.
Here he goes.
Because I deal with a lot of seniors, and
What the
we're
seniors
looking at
gotta do with
seniors
sidewalks?
got their sidewalks done in front of their homes, and it's not anymore that we got bumpy sidewalks in a wheelchair. They can go down the streets. Trees just falling on individual houses and roofs.
Okay, no, she said like what? What have you done? Not problems that you still notice. Not these issues y'all keep regurgitating here. What have you done? What have been your solutions to these issues? That's exactly what she just asked. Now he's recanting problems. That's not a problem. So you said sidewalks. Of all that sidewalks. That's it. That's all we got so far.
You guys were out there. You can
so
actually
full
see
of
these
it.
things. This is some real stuff. So it has to be money being spent. In order to run a village, you're going to have to get bonds. You're going to have to get loans.
And the finance directors answer to a budget deficit.
We're not making enough money to pay the police department, the fire department, and public works.
Explain to me how this has anything to do with Jason House. Or it sounds like that was Brittany Norwood saying like, wasn't she the one saying like asking like what? So he's sitting here saying we have to get bonds, we have to get loans. Didn't he just say that? Thank you, public guys, for the video.
Bumpy sidewalk in a wheelchair, they can go down the streets. Trees just falling on individual
What does that
houses
do with
and
Jason
roofs.
House?
You guys were out there. You can
Yeah.
actually see these things. This is some real stuff. So it has to be money being spent. In order to run a village, you're going to have to get bonds. You're going to have to get loans.
And the finance
Y'all heard it from
directors
him.
answer to a budget deficit.
We're not making enough money to pay the police department, the fire department, and public works. We had to get some bonds. We had to borrow some money.
So y'all heard that. He just said we got to get some loans and some bonds. So for those that keep trying to blame Jason House for bonds, because what about the bonds? What about the bonds? Go ask Stan Brown that. Him directly and Super, because she wanted to get more bonds to build a dumbass water park that no one asked for or needed. No one asked for or needed a water park. You can't maintain a skating rink. You trying to add on an expensive ass water park? No, you just trying to get some kickbacks from these contractors. Period. How do you sit here? The person that just said this, it came right out of his mouth. What does Jason House didn't say that? Stan Brown say that. So why not go after Stan Brown's dumbass for saying it? Here you go. He said it out of his own mouth. Had nothing to do with Jason House, Kiana Belcher, Brittany Norwood, the village clerk. None of them. Stan Brown said that BS. So you want to know what's going on with the bonds that you think no one's talking about to that one person that keep asking about it? Go to Stan Brown and ask his ass. Blue, black, brown. With his polyester Easter suits.
Refuses to say his name.
Oh, Lord.
Me and that man didn't see eye to eye on certain things. And I'm just in awe. I'm hearing about $600,000 grant, $2 million. We got this, we got that. That's a plus. Now we getting credit, we getting grants, we getting loans. I just say, brothers and sisters, let's get that money while it's here. Let's get that money. It's there.
Get that money.
Let's get it while it's there. But when we got something right there in hand, let's go ahead and get it. That's a low-hanging fruit right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I just say. Don't let that get away from us.
Mayor Riley isn't in, so Stan slithers in.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Stan Brown, off Dante, Mayor Pro Tem.
Stubbs is Mayor Pro Tem.
To the new board members, we took out a 2.7 million tax warrant about 2 years ago. And that's 2.7. And now you guys are adding the 1.1 million with that. We steady looking at spending money out. And what are we doing to get that new revenue in? So that's something too that it would have been fair to let the new board members know we already did a 2.7 million tax exempt. And that money is still sitting out there. And we just add more on there. So just a little information for the new board member that didn't know about that. So we just ran up to about almost $4 million. And we don't have any type of revenue coming in, not unless some type of new revenue has came in that we weren't told about. We're not making enough money to pay the police department, the fire department, and public works. Those are some expensive entities that we have to pay for to run a village. So we can give out tickets and code enforcement and give out citations. That's still not enough money. We had to get some bonds. We had to borrow some money. So right now we just dig.
So the hypocrite, once again, because church folks be hypocriting sometimes, you know, fake Deacon Stan Brown, blue, black, brown, Easter suit, polyester wearing, blue, black, brown. You fake deacon. You're so contradictory. It's all over videos. And this is what Jason House still wants to work with. You got to make some better decisions, bro. Jason House, you got to make some better decisions. There's nothing wrong with tough love, y'all. There's nothing wrong with speaking the truth. I say this with love. I'm so glad Jason House won. But there is no reason to keep Stan Brown. It's not all of them either. Don't let them dumb chicken heads and goons keep saying that. No, that came out of his mouth. Blue Black's mouth. All that polyester eats a suit wear. Ass probably on fire. He's standing like he itching. He the one said that we got to borrow and get bonds. Super Stupid probably agreed as well. She don't care about spending money. It's not hers. She don't care whose money it is. She don't care if it's a loan, if it's a grant. She lies about that. She lies about income and revenue. She don't give a damn. He's the one standing here talking about we got to get some loans. We got to borrow some money. We got to get some bonds. And now you want to come in and sit here and talk about we already got this stuff over. You know, y'all keep taking out more. Oh, you were all for it, though, when you were just being antagonizing when it came to the former mayor. You know, an antagonist, they just go against the grain. They don't care if it makes sense or not. The concept of being an antagonist, they don't give a shit about that. They don't care if it makes sense. It's not logical. They just antagonize. You say one thing, they just gonna say the opposite. Period. That's how they go. At the end of the day, this is what they want. They want to antagonize people, and they want to sit here and make it seem like, you know what? I was the one who was trying to stop everything from going down the pipeline. No, you weren't advocating for the bonds and the loans because you wanted to antagonize the former mayor, Riley Rogers. And yet you got these goons that kiss Super Stupid's ass that sit here and forget that this man was the one that said all that. It's just funny how that memory is not too wrapped too tight when they sit here, when it comes down to them remembering what the hell they done said. But you forget these videos exist. This is nothing but evidence here. In this reality, Stan Brown, blue, black, brown, fake deacon, polyester Easter suit wearing man, said that you need loans and you need bonds. That had nothing to do with the mayor. It had nothing to do with Jason House. It had nothing to do with none of them. He said it. Super Stupid was an opportunist. She never cared. She doesn't care that she drove the village of Dalton into debt. But that debt was not accrued by Jason House, Brittany Norwood, Kiana Belcher, the village clerk. No. Stan Brown. He pushed for it. And now look where you are. And everybody want to blame it on Jason House. They sat there, they supported her. What you talking about? They were on a slate. You know, I've known people for many years in my life, and sometimes they're still a mystery to me. I think the moment we think we've learned everything we need to know about ourselves or each other is the moment we think we've arrived in life. There are people you can know for 20 years and still learn something new about them. They may have some characteristic inside of them, some talent, something about them that they never ever disclose to people. I think it's fair to say that Super Stupid had a lot that may have been hidden down deep that Jason House and everybody that was on that slate may not have known. And the moment she got some power and authority and access to all this money, just morphed into the demon that she is. You know, that fickle creature that Public Op was showing in the beginning of the video. It's just a creature. That Ewok of an alien. So you can't predict how everyone is going to behave or act when they get into certain positions in life. That's not something you can always predict because, I mean, God hasn't given me the gift to read a mind, but if I could, I would know everything I need to know. Certain things you have to find out, right? So to say, oh, y'all was on the slate, y'all supported her, just like that idiot said at the meeting, Al Kendall, Big Pimpin. He said the same thing to Alicia when she was asking him questions. Y'all supported it. No, they did. No, they didn't. Thornton Township did not support it at all. They were robbed of a whole vote. State the facts. Let's be accurate about that. And this reality is what it is. But they tried their best to get rid of her in Dalton. They tried to recall her. They tried to fight back against the things she was doing. And guess who was right there just egging her on, other than he who will not be named? Stan Brown. Perpetuating that nonsense because of reasons.
Making ourselves more and more in debt. So that's unfair to you new board members that just voted on that. But I just wanted the new board members to understand when you're voting on certain things, if you're not for certain, you want to at least ask that the board please give you a chance to read up on it because you want to make the right decision. And right there, we just dug a deeper hole, ladies and gentlemen. Deep hole.
Yeah, because of you.
Chief, I'm moving.
Show fault.
In all fairness, also, we're looking for a village administrator. But right now, we do have a village chief of staff. So a village administrator, chief of staff, we get a little top heavy around here. So we need to look at that also. Thank you.
Go sit down. Weird ass. It's
I
so
didn't
weird.
think turmeric worked without black pepper, but then I saw
Ads. You gotta have them.
This is a taxpayer's question by me being a 28-year resident here in the village of Dalton. So if you're a taxpayer, you can understand this. And with the hope the board understand this here, because you guys really knew what's going on. So you're going to get caught up in it too.
This is ridiculous.
How much money is in the TIF?
No question.
Okay. I'm just saying this so you can at least hear it. Some people need to hear this. Even though it's not going to be answered, they do need to hear
But he
it.
wanted
Because some
bonds
people have to
and
talk for others. How much money is in the TIF? And how much money are you looking to take out of the TIF to go into general funds, where general funds has a chance to be misappropriated and mishandled? That's loose money with
Unbelievable.
no check and balance to it. So that's just something to put on your head, new trustees, because we did get a bond about 3 years ago, $2.5 million bond that we supposed to have done something with, and that money went straight out. It was supposed to be still sitting on the shelf, and it ran out like water. Bonds is not going to get the village of Dalton out of the debt that we're supposed to be in. And you can't be in a position 6 years, man, instead of talking about we broke. I've been paying taxes for 20 years. There's a room full of other people here been paying taxes for many other years. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear you say smart mouth. What you say?
Oh no, he didn't call somebody smart mouth. You walking dookie ball. Are you kidding me? Blue, black, brown want to sit here and call somebody smart mouth when he was just saying that we should have bonds when it came to super. Gotta have loans, you gotta have money to pay, city employees, firefighters, and the police officers. But he want to sit here and get buff and tough with Riley Rogers. But none of that energy was super. What a coward. You're a coward, Stan Brown. You are a coward.
What you say?
Joke.
Watch the tape. What? Watch the tape.
Well, you've been here 6 years. You was a terrible trustee then anyway, and stepped into the mayor role. So we're going to start that little signifying, open the door. So that's what you're good for. Saying smart remarks,
right?
Little psych, bad wording. When somebody asks a question, there's always got to be something smart come out your mouth instead of standing up and answering the question. But I just say this to you, resident. Everything is not a joke.
Coward.
Everything is not a joke. If you're a taxpayer, you really feel it.
Coward.
So when you be taking out bonds, that's money, more money is going to come out of your pocket. So individuals that's misappropriating them dollars, just want to let you know that some of us are still watching. We're going to still live here. And I just hope that you all trustees understand that. It's just that important.
Why he forgot.
Don't be too salty now, Stanley. You know what's out there and how much harder I could have gone. If you don't, then I suggest you take a look for yourself. And remember, loose lips sink ships. Thanks for watching. And thank you for all of the kind messages. I pray that you and your loved ones have a blessed week. All our love, Danny and family. Peace.
Yeah. Love them. Look at the dog. We love the dogs. Listen. LLC, there are trolls in the chat. Who the trolls? We got trolls in the chat. Oh boy. Y'all know I use trolls for target practice. Maybe I'm missing the trolls. I don't see them. Who's the troll, y'all? You gotta name them because I'm not seeing those comments. Tiffany for mayor, girl, no. Girl, bye. Bye, Felicia. And the man's still standing. No, he's still swishing. Yeah, when you start seeing some smoke come from his right shoulders because that polyester keep rubbing together. Start a fire. What the hell? Oh my God. Stand for next meal. The devil is a lie. He need to go now. Come on for next meal. Y'all know how we Tiffany for mayor and Jamal Leota Senior. They listen. They know how I use target practice in a minute. I thought it was some other trolls. He's sitting here talking about so you always got a smart mouth. You always walking around here bringing down the dim light in the room. Turn on extra lights when Stan Brown walking the road because you just bring this whole level of darkness in. Like what happened to the electricity? Oh, he's standing in the way. Are you about to lose your job? 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 Take it with me now. Y'all, shout out to Messy Me Sean. She always put that video in her videos, man. It is hilarious. Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, like you sucked out when Stan Brown walks in with his blue black ass. All right, Shadow Monster. We heard your mouth enough today. Talk about I just ride bikes. Bring your blue black ass over here and sit down somewhere. Y'all, he gotta go. He gotta go. I want to talk about the bonds and stuff. Send him this video. Well done, Public Ops. Thank you, Laura. Thank you so much for the $2 super sticker. I appreciate it. I thank you all so much here. Listen, thank you, Public Ops. Let me make sure I do a thumbs up. Well done. Well done, Public Ops. He tagged me. I feel so special. Look at it. At LadyLuckClubLLC. Hashtag Dalton United. That's right. I am so happy that people are, taking the art of holding people accountable very, very seriously because this is how you end up with change coming. You got to hold people accountable. Stan Brown got to go. I don't know why anyone would think that he's owed anything. No one owes him any money. No one owes him any time or anything. They don't owe him a job. They just don't. But you see now, he's the one that was a proponent of these bonds and loans, but wanted to sit here and say Riley Rogers had a smart mouth. What? But yet when you ask him a question about how much money was spent for that scam Tiffany Foundation Cares thing and him riding a bike, I just rode the bike. Oh, so now you know nothing about money? You hypocrite. You fake deacon. Come on, Shadow Ring. Let's sit here and just act like he had nothing to do with nothing. Lady Luck Club, shout out. Wait, did I see that? About Tiffany and Leo's a troll here. It's true, y'all. Listen, they could be the real people, but they know I don't block those two because they're fun to laugh at. Laugh with. They don't do me no harm. I handle them. I got these two trolls, y'all. They the trolls. I thought it was somebody else. No, those two, they know what the deal is. They understand. Yeah, we get on them when we need to, boy. That is not them. It's someone just using their name and acting like them. They are harmless. Yeah, they're not the real people. Now, if they're the actual real Ciggey and super stupid, oh well. You still got it coming. Yeah, you really got it coming. But nah, they fine. I thought it was like someone actually trolling. Y'all, I'm gonna do a segment called let's see, just trolling. Troll farm, something along the lines where I'm reading comments. Y'all know how Dear What Christian has the dusty comment section? Yeah, I'm trying to do a segment like that because y'all listen. There's this commenter, Todd Goza. That's his name. Whoo, he's had some comments. Just leaves comments on all my videos talking about you podcasters are so messy. Just saying the same thing. It's like copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. He wants attention. So I'm going to give him attention in an epic fashion. Oh, yeah. And it's going to be fun. So I'm going to start that segment because I understand now why Dear What Christian reads some comments because sometimes you just got to laugh at the nonsense and buffoonery. Oh, yeah. It's fun. All right. Listen, that's all I got. I know many of you all have to leave. I think Jedediah went live. It's 4:00. I got a video to finish up on this judge. But I want to thank you all for tuning in. We had 2 hours, 41 minutes. It's been a long live stream, but one well worth it, y'all. We went over Ciggey's lawsuit, the slap suit. It's a slap suit. And, blue, black, brown, fake deacon. That fake deacon sitting here talking all this nonsense. Now he want to act like he ain't did nothing wrong at all. Now we know you did a lot wrong. We see you coming, blue, black. All right. You guys make sure you all hit the like button out on your way out. 196 people. We had almost over 200 people watching at once. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's keep these videos in the algorithm. I'm trying to hit like 10,000 views on these videos, sharing great information and content here. And this whole lawsuit here, I hope that this was the same one that Jedediah was served. If not, I'm going to try to get, if there's an amended complaint, get a copy from him and we'll go over it, and keep laughing at it. Y'all hit the like button. Thank you all for the super chats, the super thick stickers, the cash apps. Thank you so much. Karen. Oh, thank you, Karen, for the $4.99 super sticker. If I didn't get you, I am so sorry. Thank you, Laura, Tanya. Thank you, Laura, again. 2 of them. Thank you so much. It's a blessing here. All of the contributions go towards this channel. You guys make sure you guys take it easy. Have a good evening. And until the next video, Lady Look out. Deuces. Oh, yeah, and subscribe as well. Make sure you subscribe. We're trying to hit 50,000 subs by the end of April. Subscribe.